Take your best shot.
What is going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Real Haunting 2023. Happy Thursday night. It is time to kick off the Fright Fight 2023. We've been excited about this for several months. We're going to be determining the best horror movie of all time. We got 64 movies in this bracket from all decades of horror, and we put it all into this movie, this bracket of 64 flicks. We're going to fight it out until we get to the last one standing to get a champion, and freaking it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. I just can't contain it.
Dude, I know, man. We've been talking about this tournament for so long. It even took us longer to make the bracket. Brad, what kind of bracket is this?
Dude, let's not even forget the fact that this bracket tonight, ladies and gents, is called the Lee Bracket bracket because it just had to be. We've been waiting on this for a long time for the Lee Bracket.
He's been waiting on it for the longest time.
Honestly, though, I think every bracket should be the Lee Bracket bracket, and the background needs to be Lee Bracket. And we fucked up. We should have done the Lee Bracket as the background, but that's okay. We don't have that. Next time we do the Lee Bracket bracket 2, we'll put him on there. But either way, dude, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
I'll let you make the bracket then. So I'll leave bracket making duties to you.
It's good to see all you people in here already because we're going to need you all here in a little bit to do some voting once we get to this, these last couple of rounds of the bracket. Because you guys are going to determine the winner tonight. Not us, not me, not BrettMan over there.
Why do we give them so much power?
Because we need it. Giving the people the power is what makes these upsets happen. I think because you get some crazy things that happen.
You know what? Like I'm going to take this power back. Dum da 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 dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. Let the chat be amazing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need a freaking spell to tell the chat they're amazing, but we need to see who's in the chat. We're going to do some quick promoting. And after that, hopefully our other third person is going to be here and we'll get started with this tournament.
Our third leg.
Our third leg. Are there 3 legs? But here we go. So we got Rosie, my dear. Rosie said earlier, but I didn't have to give her a rose. But dadgummit, this is Rosie. Rosie gets her rose forever and always. So Rosie, my dear, here is your Halloween rose.
It's staying fresh too, man. It's always fresh. It never looks like it's starting to wilt or anything like that. It's a good looking rose.
Hey, I have a green thumb. What can I say? Guru Hunting, don't know who those hats are, which they did post this bracket. I'm going to release this bracket. Once the first round is complete, that's when I'm going to stop accepting submissions for the tournament. So I'm going to spoil you all just a little bit longer with turning in your bracket if you want to fill one out for a chance at an Amazon or a gift card of your choosing.
That's right, man. You guys get to determine the winner, and if you get the Final Four and the champion correct, you get a chance to do
doubled.
That,
yeah, you get double the prize.
That's freaking double. We need a D-Generation X style intro next time we come into one of these things, man. That's what I'm saying. With some fireworks and shit, like that would be good. Although sometimes you get balloons over there.
Dude, wouldn't that be weird? But here, let's finish it off here. We got Cody Snyder. What's going on, my friend? We got La Mantras in the house. What's going on? We got Aaron Click going back and forth. You know what? That's great. But when we need you here, but we understand a lot of other channels are doing stuff as well, and my ears are just lost their hearing. There we go, it's back. That was weird. Brandon the Belden, what's going on, my friend? Who else we got here? We got Zodiac Z. I know he was pumped up for this tournament. This is his first Fright Fight tournament. Watching it. Blu-ray Addict, what's going on? We got Chester's in the house. Who else we got here? Brother Fluff, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing? I know he submitted his bracket, so he's ready to rock. Speaking of Chris Snyder, let's get ready to rumble.
I like it. I like the enthusiasm, man. I like the enthusiasm.
Man, it's okay. It's the line I did. No, I'm just kidding. Not that line. I'm talking about this line right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's see here. Who else we got here? I know somebody else is here. There she is. There's Brooke. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? Let's see here. I think we're good. And you know what, Rosie? Dave did pick the wrong time because we're going to challenge. Now, I'm just kidding. There's no chance. But I was trying to be optimistic right there, but we know our place. Veronica, what's going on? It's your birthday Saturday? Veronica,
Dude.
I know it's not Saturday, but I do have a clip just for you because it's just your special day.
Damn clown video again.
Happy birthday, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. May your day be pleasant. Open up your present just for you.
Brad, it's Veronica's birthday. Come on, just one time.
We gotta pick a different video. That thing creeps me out.
You know what?
I'm
You
just saying.
find the video.
I gotta. Yeah. I mean, something a little bit more.
But you're embarrassing me. One of our good friends is here. You're embarrassing me. Desi, what's going on? How are you doing? And me and Desi got our show Back from the Dead this Sunday for a special Saturday because we're freaking covering horror movie anniversaries for the month of October. And that'll be at special start time at 7 o'clock Eastern time this Sunday.
That should be a fun show, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. We're so looking forward to it. You know what? We might be in the costume, maybe. Vanderhoff, what's going on there? How are you doing? I saw Ashton. I got to get your comment. Well, first off, we got to get Gavin up here. What's going on there, Gavin? How are you doing?
I do.
We got Ashton. What's going on? And I believe that is everybody. See,
J-Man, man, you see the backtrack coming in, popping in?
Oh,
here?
yeah. I just saw him now. But J-Man, what's going on? Veronica, see, she appreciates it, so we appreciate you, Veronica, and we hope you have an amazing birthday this weekend.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I hope you rock it out, have a good time, watch some scary movies. I hope, because you're also like right out there. Obviously you know this because you've been doing this for however many years old you are. That your birthday is right there, right before Halloween, so it's really just a perfect time just to celebrate that and just watch something crazy, man. Watch something crazy.
Freaking lootly. And we're still waiting on our third leg. So let's go ahead and celebrate our freaking real hunters, man. These are our patriots, the official backbone of this channel. So when I'm not trying to lose my freaking mind watching 64 movies for pretty much the whole month of October, the real hunters got my back, pushing me through to the very end of getting all 64 movies done. So if you want to be a real hunter, you want to have mine and Brad's back, the Patreon link is in the description down below. Click the link, select any tier to your heart's desire so you all can be real hunters today. But just in case if you don't want to be a Patreon, we also got YouTube memberships available as well. These are freaking going hot off the presses right now because we have the amazing deal. $1 a month. Dude, what are we doing? $1 a month. They could be a freaking YouTube member to have access to badass emojis, earn badges, and much, much more so they can also be real hunters today.
Well, let me tell you this, man. You can't even get a damn cheeseburger from Mackie Donald's for $1 anymore, but you can get on here and you can do it. You can have a good
bastards.
time. Yeah, I know, right? They're freaking driving that shit up. But you can get on here and you can get those badges. But if you can't, that's cool. Just being here, man. Liking the video, sharing it, being in the comments and stuff like that. That helps out tremendously as we try to achieve our goals. So we appreciate all that support as well, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, if Brother Fluff is showing off the freaking YouTube membership emojis, you won't be able to see them on here on StreamYard, but you will be easily seeing them right now if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes.
And we got Yo Adrian, how you doing? And oh, wait a minute. Today is my 21st wedding anniversary. Brad, I got a wedding anniversary. Wait, you know what? I need to find a wedding anniversary clip. But I'll let you do it. I promise, no clowns. But Fenderhoff, happy 21st wedding anniversary, man.
Dude, yeah, congratulations again. 21 years is a long time. So that's really awesome. And again, just freaking celebrate the heck out of it this weekend, man.
Yeah, and then here I got Cordy Reed. I will get to you just a moment because I also got to say hello to Jason. Please help if I mispronounce your last name. I do apologize. Jason Pruti, how are you doing? I'm just going to say Jason, what's going on? Brad, Jason does amazing tournaments that he does as well to Killer Flicks as well. I'm not sure if you recognize him posting some matchups and all that. He does that, and he fell out of the bracket for our tournament, so he needs to see if he it's got a lucky bracket here or not. But everybody, please make Jason feel welcome to Good Real Hunting.
Yeah, dude, welcome. And that's awesome. That's awesome to hear, man. I always like a good bracket, so that's exciting.
Especially if it's the lead bracket. Oh, and real quickly, Miss Erica, I saw you earlier. I forgot to get to you. So how are you doing, Miss Erica? So now Courtney Reed, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, my guys, proud to be subscribed to you guys. And dude, thank you so much. And not only for you, but to everybody that's subscribed to us. So Brad, pick the video. We'll get our third leg in here and we'll get the show on the road because we got 22 people watching. They don't want us to, or for me to quit talking, to get down to business. So play the clip.
How about this one right here? How about this one right here?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
We haven't seen that one in a minute. All right.
Yeah, but we got our freaking third leg is finally here. Chris, what's going on?
Gentlemen,
Welcome.
boys, I am pumped the fuck up for tonight.
Yeah, dude. Ain't we all, man? We're really excited about this. We're excited.
See, Zodiac is
Hell
losing
yeah.
his patience now, and we got 22 people in the chat, so let's not wait any longer. Let's freaking get down to business. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. What is going to be the best horror movie of all time? Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the chat right now. What do you all think is the greatest horror movie of all time? So let's get down to business.
Without further ado, we're going to get down to business, damn it. Hell yeah.
To defeat the Hans. Or
And
no,
right there,
the
it says
Huns.
it. It says the lead bracket right there. It says it.
Oh my gosh. All right. So do I need to make this bracket bigger or is this a good size?
God damn it.
I
And
know
I'm
that's what
nervous
she
about
said.
this.
I am too. I'm nervous right out the gate, honestly, man. Like,
Oh man. But
I've been eyeballing this bracket all week, man. I'm just like, I don't know how. I just don't know how. This is going to be very interesting.
Gavin, I apologize. Stop referring our boy Chris as the third leg. He is more than just a penis. Actually, that's more actually the appropriate place for him.
yeah,
That's it, man.
absolutely.
I am a bit of a dick.
God, we got to. Nah, just kidding. So here we go. First round. So okay, that's all blocking Chris. That's all blocking our bracket. I'm going to disappear. So our Brad's going to be checking out the chat mostly. So to do.
Yeah, dude. Pop away in the chat. I'll keep an eye on it, and obviously we'll freaking have a good time. We'll try to catch up with the chat here and there. Obviously, we got a lot of shit to get through, but we're
Here
definitely
or
going to be
there.
reading it
We'll
nonetheless.
catch them up anywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
So, all right, let's get down to business. We'll do what we're going to do with this first round is we are going to go detail with these movies, and then later on we'll go a little bit quicker. Just so if we do that, we'll be here for 5 hours, which I don't care being here for 5 hours.
Yeah, 5.5.
And let's go, man.
Ooh, let's do
I'm
it.
good
All
for
right,
it, dude.
enough about that. Let's go ahead and get down to our first matchup at the chest burst region, where Alien is the official #1 overall seed in this tournament. And sorry, lastly, and I promise we're going to get started. This is just our opinion with these movies that we picked for the 64. This is just our opinions and based off movie science and facts and all that. So we try to make the best bracket possible. If your favorite movie is not in this tournament, trust me, we want it to be in this tournament. It's just we did the best we could because this is a hard tournament to make.
It was hard to make the selections for sure, but
all right, so let's get down to business. Chris, you're going to go first. Alien or Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter.
Man, right out of the gate, a tough one. I fucking hate. Brad, what is that you got in your cup there, bud?
that's a little bit of whiskey, but I'm swapping over.
Wilski. I'm going to do the cores, and then I got a couple of pumpkin beers in there just to do the night up.
I got a Hacker 4.
Oh, baby. The Paulaner Oktoberfest. Okay. I'm going to dive right into this, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time because we don't have a lot of it. I'm going to go Alien on the first one, man. I love Part 4. I love it. Alien is eternal. It does something for me. I'm much more erect when I watch it. I love Alien. Give me Ripley all day. Alien.
Dude,
Brad?
I'm honestly going to go Friday the 13th Part 4 here. I know it's crazy.
What?
I know it's wild. But here's the thing, man. I like Alien. I love it for what it is. And it's obviously, objectively, it's by far a better movie. But I watch Friday the 13th Part 4 a lot more. It's rewatchability for me, man. I put that on. It's my second favorite movie in the franchise. I don't watch Alien all that often. In fact, I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times. But I'm always...
Shame.
Give me Jason. Give me Jason. I'm always taking Jason. Again, I like it. I like it. It's the best. It's one of the best Jason movies out there. So
Dude,
give me Jason.
now you're making me contemplate a freaking like the upset among us upsets, man. Because if everybody knows me, I am a humongous Friday the 13th Part 4. The final chapter is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. It has the best Jason, has the best kills, best core group of characters. It has everything you want in a Friday the 13th movie. And on most days, this movie will kick a lot of ass. Unfortunately, it does not here because Alien is just too great. The mood and atmosphere is terrific. Where you're in space, where no one can hear you scream. So not so fast, Bradley. We're going with Alien for the win.
Well, that's it's not to be totally unexpected. It's a great flick. Don't get me wrong. I like it.
Yeah,
I think you should go back and revisit it, man.
It breaks my Friday the 13th heart, though, for doing this.
Friday the 13th, just like that, which you guys, by the way, voted that movie in, has been eliminated from the bracket.
Yeah.
If it had been part 6, it might have been a different story. I will say that much.
Oh, fuck that. Like, that, we don't need another freaking Racing Arizona, which is going to be interesting to see which movie is going to be this year's Racing Arizona.
I hope we have somebody. All right, I'll go first on the next one, man. We got Carrie versus
because
Dracula.
I got to get my charger real quick.
Yeah, I got Carrie versus Dracula here, man. Just watched Carrie for the second time this month. Watched Dracula for the first. This is the original Dracula, by the way, from the 30s, whenever it came out. And I like Dracula okay. It was fine. I don't know how often I'm going to watch that. Carrie, on the other hand, I didn't remember it being as good as it is, man. I actually fell in love with this movie watching it this time around. Became one of my favorite movies of the 70s. I thought, it's a very tragic story. It's very depressing. There's nothing really enjoyable about it, but it was so well done. That whole end scene with Carrie just wreaking havoc was awesome. It's a great story.
So
give me Carrie right here.
You knew that you were going to choose Carrie whenever you got boobs and bush within the first 34 seconds, right?
Yeah, opening. Yeah, the opening of the movie. You saw PJ Souls coming back. This was,
Totally.
Yeah, man. She had some killer bangs in the movie, but you couldn't really see him because she was wearing that hat. So, give me Carrie, man. I really enjoyed it.
All right. Brad gets Carrie. So, Chris, where are you going with, my friend?
Actually, in this one, I'm gonna do the same, man. I mean, Dracula. I want to suck your blood. It's a solid flick, man. I mean, if it had been Bram Stoker's, I think it would have been a little bit closer. But Carrie all day, man.
Well, you know what? Carrie will carry on to the next round. So I'm going to make this easy for everybody. So Carrie, and I'm going to save my thoughts about Carrie for the next round because I got some big thoughts about this movie.
Dude, every time Carrie moves on to the next round, you should play Carrie
on my wayward.
I was thinking the same thing as he fucking said that.
All right. So the next round, dude, this one is a freaking matchup right here. And I understand Halloween had his birthday yesterday, but with we have post-birthday problems against Black Christmas. So let me go first with this one right here. And this is Black Christmas from 1974. This movie does not get talked about enough for some reason. I think it's an extraordinary horror movie, and plus it's a great slasher too. It's without this movie, Halloween might not have been the horror movie that it is today. But you know what, though? Sometimes more is better. Halloween gives more, so I'm going to go with the classic from '78, Halloween.
Christian, you, my friend.
Oh, it's all me. Man. This actually wasn't really that close to me. I enjoy Black Christmas for what it is, but Halloween, man, come on. All day, all fucking day long. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I already know Brad's vote.
I see. Yeah, I mean, it's not close for me either. This is actually one of the easiest matchups of the whole freaking board.
I felt the same. Yeah,
and I like Black Christmas. I just, it's not. It would have honestly, it would have lost against most of the movies on this list probably.
Well, I'll go ahead and let you know right now, Brad, you thought this was, or Chris, you said this was your easiest one right here. This next one easily is my easiest one. And can I please go first?
Yeah, of course, Nosferatu.
Yes.
It's Nosferatu versus X, yeah.
Yeah, versus X, A24's X. And guys, I'll go ahead and say real quickly, I respect Nosferatu for what it did in the 1920s, like being legitimately like the first horror movie of all time, which it had great shots and everything. But guys, this was the hardest watch I've ever had to do in my entire life. So if once tomorrow I'll be posting my letterbox of all these movies ranks from 64 to 1. I'll go ahead and let you know what 64 is. It is Nosferatu, so without any shadow of a doubt, it's X for me.
That's a good idea, Birdie. I might do that same thing. Go ahead, Chris.
You know what? I'm actually going to be a little bit controversial here in saying that it's X.
Okay.
I concur.
Thank
Give me
God.
X2.
XX, yeah.
All right.
X2, The Last Stand.
No.
Yeah.
That is a horror. You know what? That's a horror movie by itself as well. So,
For a different
actually,
reason, too.
I'm going to come back on screen real quick because I do have to address somebody in the chat real quick, and that is our boy Aaron. What's going on there, Aaron? He said, Brett, I love your shirt. And that's his wife talking. Yes, thank you so much because I didn't want to forget. You're the best, Stacy. Stacy, maybe this shirt right here. And it's a badass shirt. So, Daisy, hopefully you open up your Etsy store soon in the future. So all of our friends in the chat can buy one of these shirts too. So you all can be our friends.
If nothing else, we need to include that in with the Good Real merch one of these days. But anyway, I got one of those over there as well, man. I should have worn it tonight.
Man, I don't get any love for this Evil Tay shirt down here. Come on.
Oh, hold on, man. Sorry. Let me remove
Oh my gosh, I can see it.
Nice.
Oh, here, lift it up. Lift it up. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, look what you made me do.
I like
okay,
that.
sorry. All right. Anyways, let's go back on to the turn, man. Daisy again. Thank you so much. We love you.
do.
So, oh God, talking about two golden reels going at it for me. Here is the Quiet Place 6 seed versus the Lost Boys. One of you boys go first.
Chris, on you, my friend.
You got it, bub. Quiet Place versus the Lost Boys. Okay, so there are a couple of these on here which we're going to talk about. Which one is sort of the better over, or has more overall value to the horror genre versus which one we like more individually.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wrestled with that quite a bit. And so this one comes up, like I think Lost Boys, if I had to choose based off of which one means more to horror, but versus which one I like more. I like A Quiet Place more, man. It's more rewatchable. I think that it has a great heart to it. The emotionality of the daughter father story is great. So Quiet Place for me, man.
I too am going to go with Quiet Place here. Here's the thing, man. I like Lost Boys a lot. I do. It's not a bad movie by any stretch. I just, for me, I like more. I tend to lean more. If I'm comparing a comedy horror movie to like an actual horror movie, I'm always going to lean towards the horror. For me, that's just my genre. I like the scary stuff more. And I thought Quiet Place does a tremendous job of giving you suspense, man. From the opening frame to all the way to the end, like it just hitting you with it, and I love it for that. I love the characters. I like Emily Blunt a lot in the movie and stuff. So yeah, give me that.
Yeah, like even Gavin in the chat said, like, "What are you all doing this to me? Come on, like
what
I'm
are you
trying
doing
to
to me?
I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to keep like being on somebody's good side for this. Like our good friend to the channel, Mel, from My Killer Podcast, she's going to be super pissed. So, Mel, if you're watching this at any point, I did officially pick the Lost Boys because, come on, saxophone guys. Hey, Corey Feldman.
That's the wrong game.
Wrong one. So shame on you. So, Brad, with that in mind, you should switch your vote to the Lost Boys. But
I can't do it, man. Look, dude, I love 80s camp, stuff, but I like horror, man. I like to get scared.
But dude, freaking
I like
Star,
to get suspended.
she's a fox.
Yeah, so is freaking. We won't get into that, but yeah,
no. Yeah. All right, but I am outvoted, guys. So I apologize. So let's go with the Quiet Place.
There's more heart and more story there, man, than there is in the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
Of course. But I mean, I still love the Lost Boys. I just think A Quiet Place I like it a little bit more.
All of us are destined to get our heart broken at least once tonight. Hey, listen, it's Fright Fight. Everybody's entitled to one good heartbreak, right? Like especially tonight, because we got a lot of people's favorite horror movies up here, and they
you
can't
said
all
it
win.
bracket.
Yeah, leave bracket. That's what we should have put as a subtitle, man. Everybody's entitled to one good heartbreak.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, before we move on, I saw Jamie Hart and P-Rick for the Hatchet Boys entered the chat. So what is going on there, Jamie and P-Rick from the Hatchet Boys? And and Stephen Kennedy, what's going on, man? And I remember, Stephen, you had a question you wanted us to ask or to answer. So pop your question into the chat, and Brad, I'll let you keep an eye out for when he does.
Got you, man.
So because I did promise him that deal. So all right, next round we got the Sixth Sense versus the Creep. Dude, the Creep. Dude. Oh, sorry, wrong Creep. We're talking about the Netflix version of Creep.
Yeah, I'll take this one first. This was actually a tough matchup, man, because you're talking about Sixth Sense, man. That's one of my favorite movies of the 90s. That's a movie I got, one of the first DVDs we ever had. Watched it all the time on repeat. Epic as hell. Creep, though, dude, it's one of my favorite found footage movies of all time. Like, it really is. I thought Mark Duplass was super creepy in the movie. He nails the performance. Like, he just is so uneasy, like unsettling just the whole time. I don't know if it has the wherewithal within it to compete with the Sixth. I know the Sixth Sense, obviously, upon rewatch, it kind of loses some of its lust because of the twist and all that. But still, man, this is primetime Bruce. This is primetime M. Night Shyamalan. And it's one hell of a movie that really just cemented itself into the legacy of the genre. So I'm going to have to go with Sixth Sense here. I think overall.
Well, since Birdie's gone, I will hop on. But I need Birdie here for this next bit of a joke I was gonna toss out there. But
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, so when Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense. Okay, I guess he can't scream from across the room. He jizzed in his pants.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, let's try it one more.
With my pick. I have to go with my pick.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Peach fuzz, dude. Oh god. He just had a tubby and he came back with a peach fuzz, dude. I like it.
And I got this in the tub, so that's actually fucking hilarious.
When Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense.
Just your buffer.
Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, man, it's gotta be Sixth Sense. I mean, I love Creep. I actually watched this a really, really long time ago, and to be fair, I did not revisit it for this. I didn't have time, but I liked it hell of a lot back in the day. But Sixth Sense, man, come on, it's too good, man.
Well, you saw what I went with, so 2-1, we're going with Creep.
Dude, I love it though, BrettMan. To be fair though, Brett, you saw Sixth Sense after you knew about the twist at the end.
How are you going with Creep?
Wait, why are you going with Creep?
Well, wait a minute, Brad, did you not vote Creep?
No, so I did Sixth Sense.
Oh shit, my bad. So sorry.
Oh well, see, this is a Oscar situation when the one flick one.
The person controlling the bracket shouldn't be drinking, but I'm drinking anyway. So, all right, let's go.
Are you? What do you got over there? You got yourself a claw?
Oh no, man, no claw. I got the freaking. I'm Mike's Hard with cherry flavor.
Hey, buddy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm Brett Hard.
Birdie, this next matchup's going to be on you first. Rocky Horror Picture Show versus Dr. Sleep, man. What you got?
Here's the deal. I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show for the very first time ever, and dude, Tim Curry was the only reason why I was able to get through the entirety of this movie. It's weird, but a good weird. Like, I had a good time with it, and I know the people who made this movie had a great time as well. If it was any other matchup, it could have gone to the next round. But guys, Dr. Sleep is going to put the Rocky Horror Picture Show to sleep. So I'm going with Dr. Sleep.
Fuck yeah, dude. Chris, what you got, my man?
I will say this much. There is a live performance of the Rocky Horror Picture Show happening on Saturday night. I will be at work. I am completely devastated that I will not be able to go. I fucking love that movie. I know it's not for everyone. It's a little hokey and old school. But I love the shit out of it. And if it had gone up against anything else, it probably would have won. But Dr. Sleep is so fucking underrated. It does such a great job of blending. I'm actually, oddly enough, right in the middle of the Shining audiobook right now. And it so perfectly blends Dr. Sleep, the book, in with the Shining novel, and creates and exists within the world of Stanley Kubrick's Shining. So Dr. Sleep all day, man. It's got to be. Brad, what you got?
Definitely too, as well. Dr. Sleep is one of my favorite movies to come out the last few years. It's a sequel to one of my favorite movies of all time, and I think it's it's really just as good. It's a completely different movie, but it's just as good. And you said about the other stuff. It's also a really great adaptation of the novel Dr. Sleep. I read that for the first time just a few months ago. And this is really on like it's a very solid adaptation, very faithful, and it does a really good job. The stuff it adds is actually adding to the story, in my opinion. So yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and finish up this top left bracket right here with number 2 seed of Let the Right One In and Sinister. I thought this was going to be an easy piece of cake for Sinister, but Let the Right One In was my very first time watch ever. And dudes, this movie is absolutely fantastic. So I had to think really hard because the other night when I watched Sinister, I had to lock the door to my bedroom because I was so freaking creeped out.
Hey,
because I forget how much of an impact Sinister is. But go ahead, Brad.
I was going to say, let me get Chris to go first on this one. We'll keep that rotation up the same way. So we'll get him to go first on this matchup.
I'll let you keep up with who goes when. So
I'll try, but as the night gets deeper, you might have to.
And the alcohol kicks in.
I might do all. I might just yeah.
Okay. You so you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first this time.
Yeah, I won't take up too much time. So Sinister, I respect it for what it is. It's a great. It is scary. I'll give it that. And I'm gonna catch some flack for this. Sinister to me, like, it's scary, and I give it that, but it's kind of cookie cutter to me. But I think Let the Right One In. I saw this one like ages ago before they ever even did the American version. There's so much heart in Let the Right One In, and like it's almost a drama disguised as a horror film. Like it exists in the genre, but it really has more dramatic elements to it. But I love the hell out of it. So it's Let the Right One In for me, man. I love that movie.
Dude, that's good. So that was one I just watched for the first time last week. Let the Right One In, and I loved it. I think again, like kind of like the Alien thing. It's objectively better than Sinister by far, and over time I might actually put it over Sinister. But Sinister has it's very special to me, man. It's honestly one of the scariest moments I've ever seen in a movie theater was that lawnmower jump scare scene. But also the whole movie up to that point was super creepy, man. Especially in the theater with that crazy soundtrack that it had and everything. It was so unnerving and had me freaking out. Like that was actually the first time I can recall actually being scared in a movie theater like that watching this movie. So because this came out before Conjuring, I didn't see Insidious in theaters. So it was, it was very special for me for that regard, and it still has one of the best jump scares of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so I have this memory of watching this movie just nonstop. I've seen it. I can't even tell you how many times. One of my favorite movies of the 2010s. So I'm probably gonna have to go with Sinister here. Although again, I could see that changing. I absolutely loved Let the Right One In. I gave it a higher score when I rated it, but the Sinister for me just freaking, it's a banger, man. I have to go with it.
Yeah. Here's the thing for me. If this bracket, the lead bracket was the topic of scariest horror movie of all time, Sinister wins all day, every day. But this is the best horror movie of all time. And I think, in my opinion, all around, Let the Right One In is the better horror movie. And what comes down to it for me, I can actually see Let the Right One In. Sinister definitely has some like lighting issues, which Brad knew I was getting ready to bring that up. So come on in, Let the Right One In to the next round.
I like it. I can't just I like that decision overall, objectively speaking, and I'm good with it. I like it. It's a damn good movie. I liked it more than the American version.
Oh
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even going to
100%.
watch the American version. So
I mean, check it out. It's still good. This was just better, and it was, yeah.
Like
it was
like the two child actors were terrific.
They were.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
fantastic.
With children actors, it's a 50-50, but both of them were like both 200.
Yes,
So.
yeah, they were great.
Oscar. All right, so Chris, I'll let you pick the next region, my friend. Where do you want to go?
Right bottom.
Oh, you like it at the bottom.
And
So
I'm a power bottom, buddy. Give it to me.
All right.
Bates Motel, baby.
The freaking Bates Motel here. Chris, I'm actually quite surprised you didn't want to go to the knife dick region.
Well, you see, I didn't want to go, left top to left bottom or bottom left.
And
Brad, also too, stop us too anytime you want to address the chat on something too. So
I'll do it, man. And I'll take this first matchup here. In this region, we got Psycho versus The Hills Have Eyes, the remake from 2006. It's actually one of the most classic horror movies of all time versus one of the most I guess intense. I don't want to say trashy. It's not trashy,
best
but
remakes.
just one of the most nasty ones, I guess you could say, because it is gross. And this probably isn't fair for me to say this, but I like The Hills Have Eyes more, man. And it's really just a testament of where I came from. It's the era I grew up in. Psycho I didn't see until just a few years ago. Only seen it, once and a half. Of course, I love the movie, but Hills Have Eyes is like you said, one of the best remakes of all time, maybe the best remake of all time. It's nasty, it's gross, it's got some of those uncomfortable scenes in it of all time. And again, it's one of those things. It's like, which did more for horror? Psycho did all day, but I like Hills Have Eyes more personally. It's one I'm going to put on more often than I would Psycho. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay, I'll go with this next one because we're gonna let this freaking break it. We're gonna leave it all to Chris. Chris, a lot of pressure from you, but definitely damn right is freaking Psycho. Mainly just because I can kind of relate to Norman Bates a little bit, not the crazy part of it, but mainly at the fact of a boy's best friend is his mother, and my mother's one of my best friends. I don't care. You could call me weak, soft, or as the cool kids call it, a snowflake. But give me freaking Psycho because again, a boy's best friend is his mother.
I'll simplify it just a little bit further. I mean, and I think Psycho is, I like Psycho a lot, and I think that it was like one of the first great psychological horror flicks to ever be made.
Definitely.
Because without it, we wouldn't have be doing this bracket today.
Right, and we got a lot. We actually got a pretty split chat here over here, man. A lot of people saying Psycho, a lot of people saying Hills Have Eyes. It's pretty much most of these have been split. I mean, I've been looking at them all.
I saw, and I think it comes down to this. I think Psycho I watched at a younger age, and it scared the shit out of me. So, and I saw Hills Have Eyes, the remake. I watched it in theaters, and I did enjoy it. But Psycho, I don't know, man. I when you watch it when you're young, I think it's terrifying. I mean, I guess if you were to only see it when you're older, it's probably it's kind of like it's almost laughable at that point. You can respect it, but it's kind of laughable. But it's scary when you're young, and so that kind of sticks with you. So I'm gonna go Psycho, man. I really enjoy Psycho.
It's also relativity too. You see this before you see a lot of other horror movies, it stands out more. But once you see 30 years worth of horror movies, and then you go back to this, it's pretty tame. So
yeah, and it's like you can respect, like, oh yeah, everything came from this, but yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's not. It deserves to at least win the first round.
Cool. I'm good with it, man. I'm surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought Birdie loved Hills Have Eyes, man.
I love the Hills Have Eyes. It's one of my favorite remakes of all time because
so right now
it takes the blueprint and it makes it what.
We in the stream right now, Birdie, and you get to pick between one of these two movies to put in your DVD player. Which one are you picking?
Oh, I'm going Psycho.
Okay, cool. All right, I like it.
So I just like freaking Norman Bates is one of the greatest horror characters of all time.
I dig it, man. Hey, hell, it's one of the best.
Yeah, even though freaking breast milk, man, that's just another thing all into itself. But anyways, we're not talking here about breast milk. We're here to talk about our next matchup of 28 Days Later and The Conjuring, which this pisses me off because The Conjuring does not deserve to be a 9 seed. So
it doesn't.
Can I go ahead and go
first? Yeah, it's your turn. Anyway,
because I'm just going to save everybody the trouble. It's The Conjuring. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. So easy. I respect 28 Days Later, but Conjuring all day.
Is it me or you, Brad?
That's you, Chris.
Okay. We'll leave it to you.
I have a feeling where this is going to go anyway. So.
You already knew it was going to go there.
Don't make me go. Don't make me pick it.
Chris, go ahead.
I like The Conjuring, and I will catch so much flack from both of you. I always have. The Conjuring is very cookie cutter to me. I love it. I think it's very well made. It's very well done, but I don't think that it does anything remotely original. I think that everything that happens in that flick you've seen 1,000 times before. It's made very well. It's made very well, but everything it's very cookie cutter. And I fucking love 28 Days Later. The grittiness of it, the way that it starts as one thing and turns into something else. I love 28 Days Later. So it's up to you, Brad. I'm 28 Days Later.
Before you go, two things. One, hello, Mega Cat, Holly Klang, and Mark Jones in the chat. What's going on? How are you all doing? And second, Brad, I just want you to remember this, okay? Without The Conjuring, there would be no us being best friends. There is no Good Real Hunting without The Conjuring and my love for The Conjuring that you personally made me fall in love
Now hold
with.
on, you can't pull emotional shit into
I
this.
did,
Listen,
damn it.
can I just
Because
say,
I already know
Chad,
what Brad's picking. I know what Brad's picking. So
before
go
I
ahead.
pick, Chad's here. He says Halloween Resurrection would win.
Oh,
this
hey,
whole damn
Chad.
thing. Or
Fuck
says
off.
he not would. He said it better win this whole thing. It ain't here, man. I'm sorry. It's not.
Man,
It's not
It was the
included.
65th movie.
Yeah, it was
I'll say-
close, but
Halloween Ends almost won everything, but they took it. They took it out.
this is actually surprisingly. This is a very sneaky, tough matchup for me, which I didn't even think about this matchup until right now because I didn't realize how close it was. This is
Shut up, Gavin.
again, Conjuring again. It's kind of like a Sinister. You know, it's one of my favorite theater experiences I've had from horror movies. I didn't see 28 theaters or 28 days later in theaters. It's one I watched later, but 28 days later, let me tell you something here. I do agree with Chris. I do think that Conjuring is a very well-made generic horror movie. And that's what I've been saying. I said it the other day in the stream the other day. I said, I think Lee Winnell might actually be better than James Wan because he brings more style, you know,
Yeah.
and he brings more uniqueness to his movies, whereas James Wan's movies are kind of generic, but really outside of Saw, they're kind of generic, but they're really well done. Malignant too, I think is kind of it gives us some good characters and stuff. But dude, I actually like I right now I'm leaning 28 Days Later. I like it. I think it's, you know, it's got more style to it. Cillian Murphy rocks. And you mentioned the greenness, but the filming styles too, the editing techniques, the way it's all just fucking rustic looking. I get like, you know, going back and watching even on Blu-ray, it's not really high def. It's just like it has that kind of feel to it. And that was a decision they made, you know, and it actually works for the movie. And it's heart-wrenching. It's got some really sad moments in it. Whereas Conjuring never takes it to that level. Everybody just pretty much, nobody dies in the Conjuring except for that dog. And then maybe like, I don't know who else. Like, it, you know,
I felt like I died just now.
So I'm surprised. I actually never would have thought this would go this way, but I'm actually going to go 28 Days Later.
Hey, Brad, just to let you know,
Oh, no.
I know where you live. Don't be surprised if you see this motherfucker soon.
The Peach Fuzz.
Fuckers.
Gonna give you a tubby. Hey, we got 30 people in here right now, BrettMan.
Gavin, I hope
So-
you're freaking happy.
Hey man, you put that thing on, you'll never. Well, first of all, even if you just walk up the steps, you'll never make it up there without the dogs making a fucking ruckus.
Oh, they're a bunch of pussies. But
Hey,
anyway,
let me tell you all this though. We got an epic next matchup. Again, another fucking tough one.
yeah, this one's the hardest one for me from my recollection.
We got Train to Busan versus It Follows. And Chris, this one is on you, my man.
Fuck! Don't let me start this one, dude.
It's on you, man. It's on
He's
you.
going to pick that. Well, because he's going to pick the sex movie.
And dude, again, same with that last one. It was very divisive, by the way, in the chat as far as 28 Days Later and Conjuring. 50-50, I would say, just first glance.
I don't know, man. I like the fast-paced sort of action vibe of Train to Busan. I don't know, man.
Go with your
Yeah,
heart.
it follows. I mean, I like them both really, and I haven't gone back to revisit them both multiple times. I'll just say it follows kind of stuck with me more watching it, so I'll go with that one, man. I think that's where my heart is right now.
I too will go with It Follows here. And again, it's not a complete it just stood out more to me. It had more of an impact for me. Train to Busan is a fantastic zombie flick, one of the best. But just It Follows is something. It's, you know, it's creepy. I've never seen a movie that does such a good job of just giving you anxiety the whole time you're watching it. You know, like the whole time, like, you know, like you this whole time you're like, this guy's around the corner, or this entity is around, like it's right behind you the whole time. And it does such a great job with that. So give me It Follows, man. Plus those atmosphere, those vibes, the soundtrack, all that stuff.
Dude,
Yeah, the soundtrack. I wanted to bring that up. Sorry, Bart. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I should have
That's
brought
okay.
that
Y'all
up.
broke my heart already, so go.
But you know, when the big headed guy opens the door, you know,
Dude,
it's
yes.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like, you know, the next day you're like, you go to open a door, you're like, is that big headed fucker going to be right behind you, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, dude, it's tough.
And you know what? Chris actually pulled off a It Follows not too long ago, man, where I saw him on top of the roof, freaking bare ass naked, just trying to creep me out. So, Chris, good job. You creeped me out.
You got it, man. That's what I do on my weekends.
But it was just to return some VHS tapes. But no, sorry, that's for another movie later on in this tournament. But no, I respect It Follows. I just wish it was a different matchup so I could have It Follows win. But man, I personally went with Train to Busan because Chris talked about like a movie having heart. There's no movie that has freaking heart in any of this tournament than Train to Busan. And I know I see some people have not seen this movie in the chat, so I'm not going to spoil the ending. But just man, the third act, have a tissue ready. But It Follows. I respect the hell out of it too, so it does have the right to go on to the next round.
It follows on to round 2.
I did vote for Train for Busan.
Nice. Okay, next up we got Exorcist versus Dawn of the Dead, and this one I believe is on me. This again is not an easy matchup by any means, and had I not rewatched Dawn of the Dead, I probably would have gone with The Exorcist by default because it's one of the most iconic horror movies of all time. But again, I just enjoyed Dawn of the Dead more. I watched it, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better zombie movies I've ever seen. The Exorcist, I like it. Obviously it's great. It's a great, possession movie or whatnot. But again, Dawn of the Dead fucking rocks, and just give it to me.
Hey, Brad, you see this right here?
Is that fart spray? Fart spray?
This is holy water.
Oh, well, give it to me.
The power of Christ compels you, Brad. Shame on you. Exorcist all day, every day.
Here I am trying to give us like an upset or two. I've been doing all the upset votes myself.
I can't help it. We haven't gotten to the upsets yet for me. Even though I'll tell you this, we got one coming up.
Is it? You're leaving this up to me. Are you really doing this to me?
Of course we are.
It's
fun when things are laid up to you.
This is so fucking. This is bullshit. And so I really, I just do not know which direction to go. This is actually one of the tougher ones for me because so I look at it like this: The Exorcist, I saw, very early on. This is like the horror movie that scared the shit out of me. Friday the 13th was one of the first ones I saw that really scared me. This is the one that like stuck with me forever. You know what I'm saying? I was always like, is there going to be a chick fucking doing yoga, walking backwards down the stairs at any given moment? But Dawn of the Dead, man, they got Richard Cheese in there doing an acoustic fucking
Get Down with the Sickness.
What do you call it? Yeah, elevator version of Get Down with the Sickness.
Damn it, Exorcist just lost, fan. Down with the sickness.
No, come on, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. And
Mother, get up.
Yeah, and they even do that. You sick, abusive fucking whore at the end of it is great. And also the birthing scene when the baby. Man, I got to go with Dawn of the Dead. I know, man.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, dude. I have to. I have to, man, and I hate to leave The Exorcist. Okay, so we're looking at but this is what I tell myself, right? So what we talk about at the very beginning of this is like we're not looking at this as what is the greatest horror movie of all time, according to whatever this, that, and the other. It's whatever, which ones do we like the most? So I'm going with that ideal in mind.
We need the chat to take over soon because I'm feeling a little woozy over here. Like,
well, here, dude, here's what
pea soup.
Chad said, wait, he just realized Bert loves generic horror movies, i.e. The Conjuring and You're Next.
Yeah, you're fucking generic.
Chad's far from generic, dude. The guy's Jason. He does he's very he's the only fantasy team on ESPN to have 3 kickers on this team. So
bull strategy there, Cotton. Let's hope it works out for him. Let's go ahead and go to our next match, though. We got the classic of Suspiria, the original from '77, versus The Cabin in the Woods, a beloved horror film. So, Brad, who goes first?
It's on you, Bertie.
It is. Nice. Here's the deal.
Your turn now.
It's your turn now.
It's my turn.
We got to get that clip loaded up, man.
Wait, it's my turn?
Your turn now.
Well, yep. But anyways, Suspiria, first time watch for me. It is such a colorful film. Everybody does a good job with it. But what bothers me with this movie, I know this is not the movie's fault. It's kind of unfair to judge it this way, but just the lip syncing, it really throws off my OCD. So it bothers me a lot. But man, here's the real reason, folks. The Cabin in the Woods is such a fun and smart horror film. So it just makes me it just really does a great job with the comedy and making fun of its genre, man. Freaking Marty is one of the great fucking comedy horror characters of all time. So give me the Cabin in the Woods, man.
Hell yeah, Chris, man, what you got, man?
Tough one. Yeah, so I had seen Suspiria a while back, went back to revisit it. Okay, so saw the original, then saw the remake, whenever it was that we did the review like a year or two ago, and then came back to revisit that one. But and as much as I still enjoy that one, the Cabin in the Woods, man, honestly, Chris Hemsworth saying, I don't slow down, whatever his name is, I never do, and then gooses it into the fucking wall. Is one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history.
I'll see you on the other side.
Expect that from Chris Hemsworth.
Is that what I'll see you on the other side. Boo! Yeah, it just gooses it straight into the wall. Instant death. That trumps everything in Suspiria. So it's Cabin in the Woods.
It's one of the great horror comedies. I would agree with you guys. One thing I do want to mention before Suspiria gets completely eliminated is I love the colors in the movie, the cinematography. I love the soundtrack in the movie, the score,
which is never ending. Yeah,
it's never ending, but it's fantastic, man. It was a really good movie. I think I kind of like the remake more. It's got more of a story to it, I think. But this one, it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. So, but yeah, Cabin in the Woods though.
Oh man. Damn, I had a freaking good ass joke, but never mind. Oh yeah, that's right. Brad actually called Suspiria a gelato film.
No, that was you. Damn it, you did that in the picture. Next up, we got Jaws and Hellraiser.
He tried to blame it on somebody else.
We got Jaws and Hellraiser. This is, of course, the original Hellraiser, not the remake. And Chris, this one's on you, my man.
Oh, and real quickly, Holly did bring up the most important word with the Cabin in the Woods matchup: merman. But okay, go ahead.
Merman.
It's crazy. Also, too, I wanted to say that we had some divisiveness again. Every matchup, the chat is just they're neck and neck, man. I love it. But go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. So this one, I'm very curious to see which way this one goes, because I was decidedly on one side of this from the very get go, and it's Jaws for me, man. I mean, I think I fucking love that movie. Every year around summertime, I just think it's this weird, like, perfect summer sort of thriller horror flick. I just love the hell out of it. And Hellraiser, I respect it. It's dirty, it's grimy. It has this weird. And this is going to be a polarizing opinion as well. I think the remake that came out last year better than I like the original one. So not a huge fan of Hellraiser. I love the idea of it, but not the actual flick itself. So it's Jaws for me, man.
I'm going to go with you, Chris. It's not totally fair. I wanted to rewatch Hellraiser this month, but I didn't get a chance. I haven't seen it in a while. But I'm going to go with Jaws just as a safe bet, because I've seen Jaws several times. I love the movie. By no means is it my favorite horror movie, but it's I think I can easily put it above Hellraiser from what I remember. So I'm going to go Jaws as well.
Okay, I was going to go Jaws as well as too, but very extremely close, because when I rewatched Hellraiser, the first time I watched it, I thought it was just okay. I gave it like a 3.5, which is a little above average for people if I know how to do my Letterboxd stuff. But this second watch of Hellraiser, I instantly put it like 4.5. I really dug the hell out of it after just understanding what the movie is, and Doug Bradley, of course, being the phenomenal Pinhead. And of course we get an underrated final girl as well in Hellraiser. But man, if any other matchup, Hellraiser could potentially pull off an upset. But Jaws is Jaws, folks, and I think we're going to need a bigger bracket.
I like it, Bertie. I like it a lot. Okay, now moving on, we got Texas Chainsaw, the original from 1974 versus It Chapter 1. It's my turn to go first here. And here's the thing, man. The It story is one of my favorite stories of all time. I read the book. The book is fantastic. I love the miniseries, and I like this movie a lot. I think it's pretty faithful, but yet I think they kind of get the tone wrong in the movie. They make it too comedic. It's still a great movie. I still probably give it 4 stars. I think the characters are all done really well. It's an entertaining ride. It's an entertaining through line. It's not as dark as it needs to be, though. If it was as dark as it needed to be, easy peasy. But Texas Chainsaw 74 for me is going to win this matchup because it is gritty. It's not afraid to get its hands dirty. This was in the 70s. This was one of the dirtiest movies of the time. This is the first time we've seen some of this nasty ass shit. And it's not that it's gory, but it's dirty. You can see the sweat.
Water?
You can feel the atmosphere, not the gray water. It's nasty. It's what it should have been from a tone standpoint. But this wasn't afraid to go there. It didn't make you try to laugh. It didn't, and all that stuff. So I'm going to go with Texas Chainsaw 74 for that reason.
I don't know. Franklin made me laugh.
All
right, who goes next, Brad?
You do.
All right, because you know what, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this is going to be a fun pick. Texas Chainsaw Massacre easily, because I agree with Brad. Rewatched It Chapter 1 during my watches. I texted Brad immediately because Brad again has been saying that the movie is too comedic, and I've never really saw it until my last rewatch of it. Then I finally saw what Brad was talking about. He's absolutely right. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me.
You talk about the scene when the fat kid shuts his door and there's new kids on the block on the poster on the backside.
Now some of that stuff works well, right?
Yeah,
Even in the book,
funny.
the characters
Plus,
themselves are funny in the book, and I love having that dynamic with them. I think it works really well. It makes for a very entertaining movie. But once the scares kick up, you got to cut that shit out. We can't have
it's
this.
like Stranger Things, but a movie with a clown.
Yeah, you can't have this not scary, very scary, and extremely scary door or whatever that they have. Like you can't throw that stuff in while the scares are going on. That takes away from the thrills. So that's where it got me. I think again, those little moments you have when the characters are just being innocent and doing their thing, that's fine. That's perfect. Keep that in there because you have that balance. I just think it went too far.
Mm-hmm. So, but Chris, what were you going to vote for?
No, Texas Chainsaw, yeah, TCM baby, all the way.
All right, so let's go to our last
No
matchup,
doubt.
and I have a bad feeling about this. So, it's John Carpenter's The Thing, the remake of The Thing, versus the Tournament winner of The Devil's Rejects.
Ooh, and BrettMan, this one's on you, my friend.
Well, I'm not gonna spend too long of it. I know how much you guys heart The Devil's Rejects. It's such a fun ride, man. But freaking John Carpenter's The Thing, definitely one of the goats of this tournament. So it's going to be John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ooh, Chris?
Yeah, man. This was a tough one for me, actually, because I did go back and rewatch The Thing. Liked it a lot more this time around. And I love The Devil's Rejects. And fuck The Thing. I think it's the greatest horror sequel that's probably maybe ever been made. I mean, standalone, that's not franchise material. So Devil's Rejects all the way, man. I fucking love that movie. I rewatch it all the time.
Actually, let me get up real quick. I'm getting
fucking
sick.
Fruity. Hey, I got a hard spot for Devil's Rejects, man. It's one of my
We're really not going to do this again, are we?
We are.
I
no,
really,
no
listen,
fucking way.
Listen, I gotta go with Devil. You know, Devil's Rejects is one of my favorite movies from the 2010s.
Well,
like, it is.
We had 20 consistent people watching. It might now just move back down to 10. So
I mean, look, I hope not. I love the movie. This is Rob Zombie striking gold, in my opinion. All of his characters are meshing. All of his his quirks, his directing quirks, his writing quirks, everything works cohesively together. In one, it's complementary of each other, man. It's fantastic. I love it.
Why could the Devil's Rejects go up against Let the Right One In?
It could.
It still would have won.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. At least John Carpenter's The Thing will still be in it.
And also, I mean, the Devil's Rejects. I mean, come on, man. Chicken
practical
fucker.
effect
What the hell are you doing down here, John? I live here now.
Bossy called me a chicken fucker.
Yeah. Wait, is what I said. Well, John, what the hell you doing down here? Me? I live here now. No good motherfucking piece of shit, brother of mine.
It's just everything
so many
clicks,
good things
dude.
in there. Oh, and what about William Forsythe, man?
Oh, he kills it.
Derogatory
Cold tagged,
word about
toe tagged, and mailed home to mom in a plastic bag.
plastic bag.
Fucked that up.
But here's the deal. What about the practical effect work being the greatest work of all time?
No, it's great.
Like to me,
it
the
is.
practical effect
Yeah.
work alone beats Devil's Rejects.
No, I mean,
I didn't even get to freaking the cheating bitch
Listen.
and the computer, but
Listen, it's fantastic. All that stuff's fine. All that stuff's great. It's some of the best stuff you've ever seen. The atmosphere, the soundtrack.
if you
all
only
that
saw
stuff's great.
this in theaters, you all
But
would
listen.
be thinking completely different.
No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't change my mind. Devil's Rejects is, to me, it's one of the most entertaining horror movies of all time. It's some of the best horror characters we've ever seen on film. And yeah,
We're not supposed to
there's
cheer
no
for 'em.
amount. Like, listen, the thing is great. I love it. It's a slow burn to an extent, and that's great. But I mean, it's just Devil's
It's
Rejects
Aliens
is far
of the
more and more.
Arctic.
Yeah, it's way more entertaining. It's way more. I could watch Devil's Rejects 10 times in a row, have a fun time every time. The Thing, I'm good for maybe once every 2
Well,
years.
apparently, not everybody in the chat's mad about that, so I'm actually quite surprised with that. I'm not sure if y'all been freaking eating your tutti fucking fruity ice cream there. Rosie says Freebird, which
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
will
we got-
admit,
dude, listen,
I'll
dude.
admit, the Devil's Rejects had one of the greatest endings of all time.
Greatest endings, greatest soundtracks, and greatest fucking characters. Captain Spaulding, Otis, and fucking Baby Firefly. Tremendous. And they had the best chemistry with one another that I've ever seen. So good. You actually believe these guys are related in the movie. It works so well. And
it has this absurdist comedy in there as well that just worked, like the guy knocking like Roy, help, boom, blows his fucking brains out. You know what I'm saying? Like that weird shit. And then him,
I was on that pit crew down in North Carolina.
Hey Roy, I got some of that Dr. Corndog's beef jerky you wanted. You know, Roy, help.
Guys, let me go ahead and just end this so we can go to the next region. Brad and Chris, unfortunately, are the devils, and they're here to do the devil's work.
And that, again, iconic. And I love Zodiac. I hope
It's
it
an
don't the
iconic
barrel.
line.
Does she like it when you puke? Is that a part of your deal? Or
Hey, wait a minute! I paid a lot for that fucking commercial.
Sure hope it doesn't rust the barrel.
Brad,
Cody,
where
who
do you
the
want to go
fuck
next?
is that?
Oh my god, dude! I know,
All right, go.
I know, Steven. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's
God,
awesome, dude. I love it. All right, Brett, man, you pick the next bracket.
you pick.
All right, give me. Let's go knife dick, man. Let's get it out of the way. Let's go knife dick.
God, it felt like y'all been fucking me with that knife dick from that region. Holy shit!
2 hits. You hit me, your dick hits the floor. Or no, wait. I hit you.
Okay, we're moving off of the fucking Devil's Rejects. And I swear, if the Devil's Rejects becomes the Raising Arizona, I'm just quitting the channel. But
Hey man,
nah, I'm kidding. But anyways, let's go ahead and go here with 7 and Final Destination. So, Brad, who goes first?
I think Chris goes first this time. Yeah.
is it me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is an easy
My
one,
turn.
man. My turn. Your turn now. I love Final Destination, man. I went back and rewatched it. It's a little cheesier now than it was when I saw it when I was like 13. 7, though, holds up. It's eternal. Knife dick all the way. 7.
Yeah, 7's gonna win this one, man. I actually was kind of disappointed with Final Destination
Soundly.
upon rewatch. I loved the movie
Same.
growing up and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was corny as fuck. when
I was about
watched
to say
it
it's
again.
kind of cheesy in that.
Yeah, and the kills weren't really that great. Some of them, it's fun, but yeah, it's 7 here.
Brad, you dick. You took pretty much what I was going to say about Final Destination, man.
Carter, you dick.
Carter, you dick. Like again, if that's your pretty much your memorable thing about the movie is Carter, you dick. Why are you in this tournament? Like, here's the deal. The only reason Final Destination made this tournament because we understood the concept that the movie is a beautiful horror movie idea, and it's so recognizable and very much appreciated, especially in those early 2000s. But like Brad, this rewatch, it almost lost all of its credibility to me with bad characters, corny ass lines, except for the drop dead and Carter you dig. Those are the only 2 things that are great. Everything else is just so mediocre. 7 all day, every day.
What about Devin Sawa? He met this chick like 7 days ago, and he's about to electrocute himself for the betterment of her. And he's like, "I'll always be with you."
Oh, we didn't
yeah.
even mention the part that like me and Brad almost turned off our movies on because I almost turned off the movie for this one scene. Brad, would you care to share that one
that
scene?
bathroom, dude. The bathroom scene. Who comes right in with a dry shave? Like one spot, you get a razor, like a straight fucking razor, and you just fucking dry shave it. and then you cut yourself. You go, and then you go over to the whole kill was stupid too. After that, with the thing.
Are you kidding me, dude? How do you do it?
That wasn't the worst part, folks. The worst part was you have a freaking clothesline hanger, like to hang your clothes in the bathroom. Like, why not use the freaking shower curtain? Like,
it's a little excessive.
It
was a little excessive.
I dry shave on the way to work, man. Just every day. I just like live on the edge. Like maybe today's the day, man.
Chris, I told you to quit using the knife dick to shave.
And the way he falls and he's like just flopping around there. I know he got soap on his feet, but he could like his hands. Like it doesn't take a lot to get out of that. Like I know you're slipping. It used to be more effective for me, but on the rewatch, I just thought it was dumb. But yeah. Nonetheless.
Especially the shadowy figure, like that shouldn't even be included. Yeah. It should be the theater of the mind. So, but anyways, Scream versus The Omen.
And this time it's going to be my turn to go. My turn to go first here. I'm going to Scream here, man. I think for me, it's had a bigger impact on me growing up. The Omen's fine. It's good. It's decent. It's scary as fuck. It has some good moments. But I'm still going to go with Scream. I think it's one of the better slashers of all time. Some of the best characters ever put in a slasher movie, nonetheless. So I'm going with Scream here.
Who's next?
You are, dude.
Okay, because this pick, it's a Scream, baby. So that's all I'm going to say. I respect The Omen, but Scream, it should, again, same thing with The Conjuring, very misplaced in the seating. But again, science and math, I don't know why I say science, but math and the calculations, because I'm good with calculation, is the only reason Scream 8, or we'll have a Scream 8 in the future, but Scream for an 8 seed, but come on, guys, it's Scream.
I like it.
What about moving on?
We got
Brian. What about Chris's pick?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Fuck me. No, the Omen.
Me running.
The Omen. Change it. No, I'm kidding. I Scream for me, dude.
Which I will say, I finally discovered where Brad got "fuck me" running from. Which again is Devil's Rejects.
Of course, it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Next up, we got Bride of Frankenstein versus Ready or Not, and this one's going to be on BrettMan to start first.
Interessante.
Okay. Ooh, well, here's the deal. A lot of people say Bride of Frankenstein is better than Frankenstein. After I got done watching Bride of Frankenstein for the first time, I immediately put on Frankenstein for my first ever watch too. So back-to-back first watches. It's a good back-to-back watch. And I can understand why people love the Bride of Frankenstein more. But here's where I actually am disappointed with Bride of Frankenstein. I wanted more Bride. If you're going to call a movie called Bride of Frankenstein, I want to see the bride. I only got to see the bride in a lot of the movie in one movie, and that's called Ready or Not, being our amazing Grace in that wedding dress, Samara Weaving. So for that reason alone, give me Ready or Not. Because Ready or Not, here I come.
That's what.
That's not. Let's hope that's not the first or the last time you're going to say that tonight. But let's next thing. If you, if you go to phub.com and type in Bride of Frankenstein, you'll see a lot more of the bride. It's Ready or Not, dude. I don't know if I'm next or not, but it's Ready or Not. I feel like it's gonna win. Surely Brad's not gonna choose Bride.
Actually, I was. To me,
fuck you.
I'm good. Not you guys go Ready or Not. I'm good with it because I love that movie too. But I was really pleasantly surprised by Bride of Frankenstein. It is one of all the Universal movies that I've seen from the classic days, this was my favorite. I thought it was the most entertaining from the beginning to end. It just had some fun moments. I thought Frankenstein was great in the movie. He starts to talk, and I noticed at the beginning of the movie it's eerily similar to Halloween Kills, where he gets burnt up in the last movie, and then he pops up with his hand and pulls another person down into the fire and gets out. That was really cool. So I liked it. I loved it. I thought it was really good. But yeah, I'm good with Ready or Not too. It was a tough matchup.
Again, more bride. Nick Cooling from the Movie Ranker. What's going on there, Nick? How are you doing, my friend?
Hey.
Bonjour. So, all right, next movie matchup here. Night of the Living Dead. It has a big horror movie anniversary coming up that me and Des will talk about on Sunday. But we'll talk some about it tonight as it goes up against Saw. Dude, this is an interesting matchup.
Oh, how did this get up here, man? Holly was just complimenting the P Hub. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to clip
you. Did
I thought that was a link. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway,
straight to the source.
Chris, this one's on you, man. We got Night of the Living Dead versus Saw.
No problem. Not a Living Dead. Hang on 1 second. We're gonna get this fucking lid off, dude. You see what I'm working with here? I got
to see what you're working on.
This, man, I don't have a fucking bottle opener in here, so I'm doing what I can.
Use your shirt.
Use my shirt to open a bottle?
Yeah, Taylor Swift will guide you.
I don't know that trick. It's not
Use
a pop
Taylor's
off.
teeth.
It's a.
Just shake it off.
I'd like to. Okay, so where are we at?
We got Night of the Living Dead versus Saw. This
You
is
got
the
it.
original Night of the Living Dead.
They're coming
no
to
problem.
get you, Barbara.
Saw.
I agree. I like Night of the Living Dead a lot. Actually, this rewatch of it was really good. But yeah, Saw to me is just, dude, it's one of my favorites. So Saw.
I just
we
drank
just
my
went with
pee
a
for the
double
first
Saw?
time, and I gotta say, it ain't bad. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, double Saw.
Double
Yeah,
Saw.
double
Well,
Saw.
let's make it a triple Saw because Barbara annoyed the shit out of me. So give me Saw.
I like it. Next up, we got Tremors versus The Fly, the remake from 1986, with our boy from Jurassic Park, Lee Winnell.
Oh shit! Here we
He's
go.
not involved in the movie at all, actually. But you guys know I'm picking Tremors here again, kind of like Devil's Rejects. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, if you can call it that. I kind
Hell
of do.
You found the
but
ass end.
Yeah. Hey guys, I found the ass end. Walter ain't gonna buy this for no measly $15. All that stuff.
And
It's
Brad,
great, man. What?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say real quickly, like, tell the chat. We forgot to tell the people in this tournament, or the people in the chat for this tournament. We wanted to make it fun for us too, so we each were allowed to pick one movie of our choice.
Yeah, and Tremors was mine. Tremors
Yeah,
was
there we go.
mine.
That's
Chris
what I wanted
picked
to get at.
Christine, and Brett picked Your Next, which we'll see those up in the next bracket.
Chris
Oh, yeah.
picked Mandy.
Oh, that's right. I'm
The
sorry.
chats
Yeah,
actually got to do that poll, and they did pick
for Christine.
That's
correct.
true. But I fought to get Christine in there.
Yeah, which I'm glad you did, Chris, because I got a lot of positive things to say about Christine.
Nice.
I'm going with Tremors, though. I think it's one of the most rewatchable movies of all time for me. It's so good. It's so entertaining. The characters are all great. Give me that.
For me, I love Tremors. It's such a fun movie. But if we're talking about the greatest horror movie of all time, there's nothing more horrific than watching someone transform from a human into a fly. And yeah, just give me The Fly, the remake, one of the best remakes of all time as well, all day, every day.
Chris is all on you, my friend. And the chat again is super half and half.
Don't make me do this. I don't enjoy this at all. Man, you know, I just watched The Fly not too long ago. I've seen both of these very recently. Yeah, I love both of these, man. So these are like, this is a weird one because they're like right at the same tier. And it doesn't really matter because I don't think either one of these are going to get to the very end. But I would have to say, for this particular thing, man, I have to say The Fly, I think. I love Tremors, man. But The Fly, there's just something about it that is so goddamn unsettling.
The arm wrestling match.
Yeah, that's a good moment. And there's the dick in the mirror.
No, it's at the very end when he the scratch on his back when she very first starts to he starts to realize like what the hell is going on, and then she comes to visit at the end and he's like throws up or whatever. You know, and then it's like it just like starts eating. It's like a donut or something. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. And then he throws up in the donut and then starts to eat it again. I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, and
Jeff Goldblum though, baby.
Yeah, he was great. He was great, and it's tragic. It's a tragic movie too, man.
We talk
so
about the other hidden gem about that movie of Gina Davis.
She's great too.
Oh yeah,
she's great too.
During they were actually dating during the time of making this movie too.
Chavo. All right, BrettMan. You're gonna be next up for the beginning of the Shaun of the Dead versus Candyman, 1992.
Ooh,
whoa!
I actually love this right here because first off, I respect the hell out of Candyman. Candyman.
Whoa, God, don't keep going.
I don't fuck around with that, dude. I don't.
Sorry.
Fuck around with that.
Let me do it this way.
Okay.
Beetlejuice. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
not
good with
gonna summon
Beetlejuice
any
popping up.
demon
I'm fine with
spirits
that.
tonight.
But you know how you feel about Ouija boards. I'm the same way with Candyman. I don't fuck around with that.
Man, I saw a sign in someone's
Oh,
yard.
Brett just say for the 5th time we're fucked. But
No,
anyways,
it's got to be. You got to do your thing.
okay, I'll
someone
do
had
my
a sign in
thing.
their front yard that said, "Your mom said my name more than 3 times last night." There's a picture of Beetlejuice going like this.
Oh my god! Before I make my pick, I just saw Cecil joined us in the chat too. So Cecil, what's going on? Saying they're coming to get you, Brett. Hopefully they don't come to get me because I gotta make my pick and more picks on this tournament here. And I'm gonna actually go with a surprising pick, and it's not an upset. It's Shaun of the Dead for me, just because I was telling the gentleman here that the first time I watched Shaun of the Dead, I wasn't too crazy about it. Like, I understand why people liked it. I just didn't get the comedy. But this rewatch, I totally understood the comedy, and I caught so much more after watching other zombie movies in the past. So I got a lot of the jokes. And Shaun of the Dead, I can easily see now where it's one of the top horror comedies of all time. So give me some freaking Shaun of the Dead, man.
Do 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 do.
Brad, go.
Do do. You want me to go? Okay, I'll go easy.
Yeah.
Candyman, 100%. This is one of the scariest. No, listen, man. Listen, there's 2 things in life
I
that
wanted you to
scared me
simplify
as
this for
a
me, man.
youngling. There's 2 things in life that gave me nightmares. There's 2 things that made me afraid of the dark. There's one reason though why I still sleep on my fucking belly at night, and that's Candyman. I don't do it. As a kid, I started sleeping on my stomach because I didn't want to get gutted by that hook in the middle of the night. The same holds true today. I still cannot sleep on my back. I can't do
You
it.
can get
Now,
gutted
yes,
from the back.
I'm not as that's true, but that's not his that's not his MO. That's not his MO. He doesn't do that. He always does groin up. So I don't do that. I don't give that opportunity to happen at nighttime. I don't do that. But yes, I've outgrown my fear of Candyman gutting me at nighttime, but I still have to sleep on my stomach because of habit. And I really have to fucking go with Candyman for that reason. It gave me so many scares as a kid. And obviously the score is fantastic. It's great. It's super unnerving the whole time. It's scary. And we're not talking about the remake. The remake's not scary. This one is.
Oh God, no. The remake.
That remake almost got our channel canceled, but
it's so good though. And Tony Todd, let's not forget Tony fucking Todd in this thing. He's fucking iconic. I love it. Give me Candyman.
And that was the last time Brad let me and Chris run the channel without him.
No, we did Krampus a little while after that to watch along.
I know. After we had to convince him that he can trust us.
Yeah. Daddy's not home. We come to play, baby. But and Tony, he goes by Tony F. Todd now. They took the fucking out of his middle name. It's just Tony F. Todd now. I can't say his middle name.
There is a lot of love for Candyman in the chat. I thought it would be more towards Shaun of the Dead. I think it's probably 80-20 minimum going towards Candyman. Maybe more so than that even. I mean, I've maybe seen a couple people.
And this was kind of a weird one. I enjoy Shaun of the Dead. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be honest with everybody. I don't like. These are both just like mid-tier flicks to me. Like they don't really mean. But if I had to pick one, fuck, man, I probably got to go Candyman.
Fuck yeah, fireworks!
I respect that.
Sorry, man. I mean, and I just look at it like this. Like I do remember watching that like as a kid and being scared by it, and like it was. I guess I just have more there with Candyman, more of a relationship with Candyman than I do with Shaun of the Dead, even though I do enjoy Shaun of the Dead. But neither of these is, I really feel like is all that great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And again, I'm not mad with that pick too, but man, I just respect Shaun of the Dead from this rewatch.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's definitely good. It's very enjoyable. It's fun. Candyman's fucking. I know you popped up that comment from Jamie. Its music is iconic. It is. Yeah. She also said something a second ago too about it being shot really well, the atmosphere too.
Yeah,
all that's true, dude. It's some of the the nastiest atmosphere.
Especially that Taco Bell bathroom.
Yeah, when she's going, the bathroom, dude, that bathroom freaked me out, man. And when she crawls through that mirror too and opens it, all that shit's crazy. It's awesome.
Shoot. So let's go ahead and go to our next match, and I'll go ahead and say this right now. To me, this is the most difficult matchup in the entire first round, in my opinion. It's an American Werewolf in London versus The Descent.
Chris, this one actually starts with you, man. Even though you skipped me the last time, you're going to start this one though. You're going to.
Who skipped you? I didn't do it.
Chris,
You're the one
Well,
that.
Brett went first, and then you made me go because you didn't want to. And then I went. So
Hey, it
but
worked
it's
out
your
for the
go.
best.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, what I meant to say was "fuck you." Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go. You know what? This one is not that tough for me, man. The Descent. Now, I think that movie is still to this day holds up. It's creepy as fuck. It's an interesting concept. I think the acting about and I can't even imagine. You have to think about how this thing was shot. Like the camera is up in your face the entire time, and those chicks killed it throughout. The entire time. And it's just such an interesting concept, and I love Werewolf in London. Obviously, all the accolades for the practical effects and all that. But give me a Descent all day, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you on that for what you said, and I know Brett's gonna talk more about why, probably. So I'm gonna go with Descent here and just leave it at that.
Well, the Descent is not going to descend; it's going to rescent. If that's the opposite of descent, I'm not very sure. I failed in freaking English. Ascend. There we go. See, I knew I fucked that up. It's blame the alcohol. But I am going to go with the Descent. But here's the deal, though. I love this second rewatch of American Werewolf in London. Plus, it's one of my favorite watch parties we've ever done with the channel. When we had the Slaughter Lamb on the channel watching this movie with us. But actually, just like focusing on this movie to get ready for this tournament, dude, I love the fuck out of this movie. But then after I watched The Descent late at night too, it brought me back all the memories when Brad showed me this movie for the first time. We were watching it at his house, and oh gosh, damn it! Now I feel like I have to freaking give it to American Werewolf in London now because Frank just gave us a $5.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll get to that, but finish your thoughts. And
pretty much that was my
thoughts.
thoughts, and I forgot who in the chat said this, so I'm going to give you credit, and please raise your hand if you said it because I hate taking credit from other people. But man, what was? Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck Juno, but I am picking The Descent.
Yeah, Frank Riker pops in, sends a $5 super chat. Thank you. I'm going to give you a clip that I really like, and I think you might like it too. I don't know, you might not, but I think it's appropriate. Here we go.
All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds.
It's true. It's true. But Frank comes in here, solid, man. He says, showing his love, man. $5. Thanks a lot, man. It's good to see you. And we are sorry you popped in just in time for us to vote American Werewolf
Superman 2 all over again
of the tournament. But thanks for being here, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah,
and
thank
it's good
you
to see
so
you.
much, Frank.
It's been a while.
And please don't tell Darren. and we'll try our best to stay to the roads and the best of luck. So anyway, so let's see here. We got The Descent. So now for the last matchup of the Knife Dick region, it is The Shining versus Child's Play. So let's go ahead and just rush through this one. We already know where this is going.
The
Shining.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and save everybody the trouble. We like the Child's Play movie, but it's just come on. If everybody watches our channel, you all know how much we love to use the Knife Dick on The Shining.
Yeah,
I was just laughing at how comfortable and just at ease you just the Knife Dick region, like it just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, well,
here
Chris,
we are.
We did it in the honor of you, my friend. And before we go to our next round, dude, guys, you guys are being super generous in the chat tonight. We appreciate it. Jason, $5 super sticker. I see the super sticker, and it's a person going, "Ooh!" So the alcohol's kicking in, kids. But Brad, can I select the video? This
pick
time?
one, buddy. Go ahead.
Brad,
All
you're
right,
gonna take over.
because let's see here. You know what? This is The Shining. We just did The Shining, so I feel like this is very appropriate.
Because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they were going to be there till next April.
So there we go. And oh man, guys, this is freaking always freaking good going. Because Jamie is our newest YouTube member.
Cheers and welcome to the party, Jamie. Good to have you.
Thank
Good
you
to have you.
so
Pumpkins all
much.
around. Pumpkins
So-
all the way down.
Chris, I wish you
Pumpkins
had
and blumpkins.
access to this because I want you to pick a video clip. But I think, Chris, you would appreciate this video clip right here.
I don't know if you've ever seen $100,000, except maybe in the movies. But I assure you something gets lost in the translation.
Hey man,
I wish I could make that video longer so y'all could see the freaking just the single bills and all that. But unfortunately, the magic number for YouTube editing is 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
So I apologize for that. You know what? I might reload the ever part of that clip and just play like a 2 9-second clip for 18 seconds. So, but anyways, Jamie, thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. Thanks, and we're all we're honored to have you here. Much appreciated.
I might have to take him up
I'll buy
on
you
this
a beer.
offer. I might have to
What
take
else?
him up on this offer.
Oh, I know Brett would actually like that a lot. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind it at all. But hey, $19
Guys, we
is
got a
$19.
winner. We didn't even have to debate anything else. We got a winner.
Just skip it. Fast forward the rest. We got to skip. All right.
But we will lose all credibility if we did that. And I cannot afford us to do that. And plus, Gavin made fun of me for the Conjuring, and I cannot let that slide. So,
I can't
Gavin,
believe the
I
Conjuring lost
appreciate it.
round
But
one, dude.
no deal.
Right top, baby. Let's go.
All right, with the fava beans region. All right, but Chris, did you bring the Chieti? Shit. Somebody needs to take over.
Hey man, Hannibal wants to eat the liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti, but I prefer the spleen with some pintos and a nice chilled Fresca.
Fresco. What the fuck? All right, let me take that.
Hey man, no, listen, man. If anyone's ever seen
No, never mind. Sorry, stop it real quick because Mud Nelson just offered $50. So we're quitting the stream right now. Scream wins.
That's it, man.
Here, I'll take this one since the last one was unanimous.
I'm just kidding.
We got Silence of the Lambs versus The Ring. I'm going Silence of the Lambs here. Obviously, The Ring is great. I'm actually surprised it's a 16 seed. I don't know what the critics gave the movie, so I guess it wasn't very good. But I think it's one of the better horror movies of the early 2000s. But Silence of the Lambs, I got to go with here, man.
And Snyder, which person you want us to say fava beans again? Because he said fava beans.
Fava beans.
Fava beans.
Some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Lower Farquad. But anyways, Chris,
it's National Lampoon's.
It's Bert's go, actually.
Oh, it's my go. Sorry, it's my go.
One.
Sorry, my go. So I know. I'm sorry. Here's the deal. The Ring was the very first time I watched this movie, and I dig the shit out of it. It went up immediately into my top 5 of the 2000s. Again, it's just unfortunate. I'm not sure why it's a 16 seed. Stupid freaking math equations. So it's so hard to go up against Silence of the Lambs. So I just can't do it. Silence of the Lambs for me.
Isn't there a new movie coming out with Naomi Watts like this week? Or
Naomi Watts.
Naomi
I'm
Watts?
not sure. Naomi, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but I would like to share this story that I think people will enjoy. The Ring came out in what year was it? I would say it was 2006. Is that
2002.
I was about to, 2002. Yeah.
Okay. So I had stayed at a friend's house, and they were notorious. You guys ever have those friends whenever you stay over and they're like, yeah, just sleep right here on the couch, but they didn't have any covers for you, and they kept their house at like 62 degrees?
You're welcome.
Oh, maybe that was just me. Okay. And they throw you like a little blanket. So I'm sitting there, and we were watching The Ring. I fell asleep, and this is no joke. I wake up in the middle of the night. The movie is off, and the ant races are on TV, right? It's all static. So of course I'm like, oh my God, freaking out. It's like, just close your eyes and go to sleep, bro. And then so I hear footsteps in the kitchen, which is like within view of where I'm sleeping. I'm sitting there, the ant races are on. I got my cover, and I'm like, just shut the fuck up, dude. Shut your mind, go back to sleep. And I just kind of crack my eyes open. I swear to God, it's a true story. And my friend's dad, who I was staying with, is in the fucking kitchen, completely naked, opens up the refrigerator and starts drinking out of a a gallon of milk, and has just opened it up and turned up the entire gallon of milk, and is just drinking it completely naked, dick hanging. And that terrified me even more. So I'm just like, this is worse than anything that came out of The Ring, right? They should erase everything that was on that tape, and it's just somebody's dad coming out and drinking his dick hanging.
And
so that's the joke there. I used to always tell my
CD,
friends,
this bitch is getting fucking up my floor.
It's my friend Justin that I stayed with. I was like, dude, the ring honestly would be much more terrifying if instead of all that spinning chair bullshit and the horses and all that, if it was just your dad out there drinking milk naked in the middle of the night.
And you know what they say about people who drink milk? Just milk by itself, nothing else.
Huge dicks.
No, you can't trust them. You can't trust them at all.
That's what I was gonna say. Second,
especially if it's almond milk, because I don't believe. Because I don't believe in almond milk, because I do not see an almond titty. But go ahead, Brad.
Man, I slept like 2 minutes that whole night.
You think about Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards and Malcolm McDowell.
That is an evil bastard.
Malcolm McDowell and Clockwork Orange, and even the chick from remember The Loved Ones too. They're just chugging milk. They're having a good time. Yeah.
What about the movie we'll get to here in a minute of Get Out and that crazy?
Yeah. With the same thing. Definitely, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was the Silence of the Lambs matchup. Yeah, easy. I've already picked it.
It's easy. I wish the ring had a different matchup.
I went first on this one, actually. BrettMan, you're next. We're going Hereditary versus American Psycho here.
Oh, we're going to get to your next. But anyways, the next up movie is Hereditary and American Psycho. Hereditary, definitely scary as fuck, and Toni Collette should have won an Oscar for her performance. But another person who should have won the Oscar for their performance was a guy named Christian Bale playing Patrick Bateman. Dude, what's such a fun fucking character, one of the most fun characters in the entire horror genre. So give me that psycho son of a bitch and his music knowledge and freaking pointing at the camera when he's doing a girl. So give me American Psycho.
It's also men. All right, Chris, it's on you.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, man. Susan Studio. Yeah, this is kind of a weird thing to me because I love Hereditary, and I think that it is like, I think it's so well made and it's so creepy. But American Psycho, this is just a matter of matchup for me, honestly. But I fucking love American Psycho, so I have to go with that one, man. I do.
I can dig. I was going to go with Hereditary, but I'm okay with that. And Chris, we're going to have you go first with Evil Dead 2 versus Barbarian from 2022.
But before that, real quick, do you guys like Phil Collins?
Yeah,
definitely.
Hey, Paul.
Don't just stare at it, Stacy. Eat it. Okay, that's the last thing I'm gonna say. Evil Dead 2 versus Barbarian. This is a weird.
And we saw the Evil Dead 2 in a cave with Bruce Campbell once.
That is true, and that makes a little bit of a difference to me because I fucking love Barbarian. I was a huge champion of this. Every person that I could convince to watch this, I absolutely did. You have to watch it. But Evil Dead 2 is eternal to me and holds a special place in my heart. Not solely because Brad and I saw it in a cave with Bruce Campbell, but partially it's for that reason. Yeah. So Evil Dead 2.
I concur. I think Barbarian's great, and I think it has a chance to win this matchup, but not yet. It's too soon for me to call it. I think Evil Dead 2, again, and a big reason why is because of that experience we had, but also because Ash Williams, man, this is his movie. This is the best movie he's had, and he gets to just be himself and do crazy shit, and yeah, it was great for that. So give me Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, I will go ahead and go Evil Dead 2. However, I will say I'm finally on the Barbarian train. On first watch, I was not the biggest fan of Barbarian because mainly what they did with the second act, which I'm still not as crazy about. But man, everything in that first half about Barbarian was absolutely perfection to me. So I am now a fan of Barbarian, but not as much as I'm a fan of freaking Bruce Campbell. So give me Evil Dead 2.
Funny enough, Chris, we watched both of these movies in that same weekend.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot. We did watch Barbarian. We had a couple.
We all should give Willy's Wonderland I never tried. But anyway,
hey man, where's Hard Rain at in all this?
That was a great one. All right, next up we got Misery versus Mandy. And
Mandy
I think
was Chris's pick.
Yeah, it was, and this is my go. Mandy was out there for me, man. I liked it. there was moments of it I liked a lot. And I think, again, it's got room to grow for me. I think I just was so kind of, because I just watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago. I think it was just so out there for me that I wasn't ready for it. I think it has room to grow, but right now I'm going to go with Misery because of Kathy Bates and how banging she was in that movie. From a character standpoint, she was so good. She was creepy. James Caan as well. So give me Misery for this one.
Okay. Oh, me? My
Yeah,
turn.
it's you, Brady.
But before that, Sebastian just joined us. What's going on there, Sebastian? How are you doing? And yeah, Mandy, I've seen this movie before. So when Chris put this movie in the tournament, I get a chance to rewatch it. And I still feel about the same. The first half, weird as fucking shit. I had no idea what was going on. But this amazing grace, the savior of this movie is Nicolas Cage in the second half of this movie, starting with that bathroom scene.
Yeah, when he's on the shitter drinking the vodka.
Dude,
like, that was great.
Fuck it. That's the most Nick Cage shit I've ever seen in movie history. But it's freaking Misery, guys. Like freaking Kathy Bates playing Annie Wilkes, one of the great performances of all time. Pretty much what gave Kathy her career and her successful career. So I freaking love Misery. It was so great rewatching that again. So I'm going Misery.
And Holly said Misery, she won an Oscar for that. And yes, this is
Damn
one of
right
the
she
only
did.
Oscars. This is one of the only Oscars in all of horror, honestly. Like we have American Werewolf
That
in
and
London.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs, obviously. We have American Werewolf in London. We got a couple others. But
Man,
yeah, I mean, from a performance standpoint, yeah. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I was excited about this matchup too because I absolutely love Mandy. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to win the whole thing. I'm super excited that it was even included, honestly, because I fucking love it so much. But I thought, hey, against Misery, it may make it to the next level. So, because like I enjoy Misery, but it doesn't do any fucking thing for me, and I love Mandy. But you know, I'm a fan of the abstract and the out there, anyways. But yeah, I thought that was a great matchup for Mandy to maybe make it to the next level. But I respect it. It's not a big deal. I knew it wasn't going to win much, but I'm glad that it got in there anyways.
Plus, Chris, since you're like on the audiobook freaking trade, I would, from what I hear, you need to put on that Misery audio tape because I heard the book was amazing too.
I'll definitely put that on my list too. I've been on a Stephen King kick.
Well, there you go. There's no Stephen King than freaking Misery, man.
I'm telling you now, before you get on that one, you need to hit up Lucy Foley's shit, dude. She's really.
It's on my wait list. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. It's on my. I'm on the wait list for it.
The guest list was great. The Paris apartment. Lucy Foley.
Actually, it popped up today that I could read it on Libby, but I am in the middle of end of watch right now, so I delayed it for 10 days. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out soon though.
It was on what audio or what is it?
Libby. It's the library version of it. You can get them for free.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about it.
No, yeah, I'll tell you. I know where it is. So you're getting the guest list on that one?
Yeah, it just popped up today. I've been waiting for it for a while. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of end of watch, so I delayed it. I'm going to finish it, which is the last of the trilogy of the Mr. Mercedes from Stephen King. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to get on that afterwards.
All right. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, just for me. But so no, I just wanted to address Stephen Kennedy's comment from earlier saying that why wasn't Smile included? We had pretty much like the same opinion that we thought Barbarian was better than Smile and had a better impact.
And X too.
Of the 20, yeah, and same thing with X. Here's the deal with Smile, I will give it a compliment for one of the best marketing jobs in horror in a long time.
Yeah, it was great. I concur.
And plus the people that made Smile were really nice to me because when they heard about my horrible movie experience, when they gave me all this cool shit.
Yeah, Bertie, this next one's on you. We got the Birds versus the Witch. The Birds versus the Witch.
Here, let me get a little smile on for this matchup here.
Oh, I get.
Yeah, let me get a little smile on because first off,
not a big hug mug, but a close second.
Well, here's the deal: the Birds, my mom's best friend's sister. So, but my mom's. It's okay. My mom's best friend's sister hates birds because of this freaking movie, The Bird. So that's why. Plus, it's a fucking classic of Alfred Hitchcock too, and we love Alfred Hitchcock, especially Chris loves Alfred Hitchcock. So The Birds is a great movie. However, The Thievage. It's such a joy to watch because you all know Anya Taylor-Joy. Pretty much, this is where a star was born in this movie with Anya Taylor-Joy. Love the mood and atmosphere. It's fucking terrific. So give me The Thievage.
All right, Chris, what you got, man?
Vivitch, baby. And I do love Alfred Hitchcock. That's I probably would have put something. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the only true out and out horror flick that he's got. But I love Vertigo and we got Psycho in there anyways. Yeah, so fuck it. We already got that in there anyway. So yeah, Witch for me, man. Vivitch.
And here's another thing too with The Birds. Excuse me. With Alfred Hitchcock, I actually was talking to my coworkers about this. Imagine if Alfred Hitchcock had all of our technology advances today. Do you know how many freaking banger movies he would make?
Oh yeah, I mean he's one of the best of all time, and yeah, he actually invented, even in the '60s, a lot of the shit a lot of the techniques they're using still today. So yeah, 100%. Chris, you're going to start this next matchup, and I agree with you guys with the Witch. Chris, you start this next matchup. We got we got Get Out versus Christine. In this
it is the battle of the Chris's.
Yeah, this is going to be. Yeah, this is going to be. I know, a fucking devastator for me. I love Get Out. I've always loved it. That's one of the few that I got to go back and rewatch for this. As good as it was the first time around, man. And better even. So many great little Easter eggs in there, nuances and things. But Christine is a fucking ride, dude. I don't know why. I just love Christine. Yeah. No pun intended. It's a fucking Christine is just so great. It's everything that Halloween Ends wanted to be, I feel like, without being attached to a franchise. And I love Christine, so that's it for me.
So you're going with Christine.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. I got I got to rewatch both of these this year, and Get Out I've seen twice. Christine I saw once prior to this month, and I watched them both again. And both of the scores went up for both movies. I thought Christine went up. I really loved the story here. It actually really shot up on my John Carpenter list after rewatching it. Went from a 3.5 to a 4, I think. Loved Arnie in the movie. You say that about Halloween Ends, though, Chris. The whole time I was watching Christine, I was like, damn, man, I wish I was watching Halloween Ends right now. I really want to watch that right now. Because I like Michael Myers more than I like the car. But nonetheless, it was great. But Get Out, dude, let me tell you something about Get Out, man. So I watched Christine, and I'm like, oh, this movie's fantastic. It's great. It's going to beat Get Out, no problem for me. But then I watched Get Out again, too, after that, for the third time. This movie gets better every time you watch it. You pick up on more and more foreshadowing moments in the dialogue and all the other stuff going on every time you watch it. I picked up on so much more the third time. I'm like, this is actually from a writing standpoint, it's a fucking masterpiece, dude. It's original as fuck. It's a really interesting story. I thought
it did win the Oscar for best original script.
Did it win it?
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was nominated for a bunch of shit. But yeah, from a writing standpoint, it was perfection. Like you look at it and it's like, okay, this shit's great, but it explains all the crazy details and stuff. And you have weird ass the dude from the staple guy from fucking Office Space was weird as fuck. And Daniel Kaluuya was great, and also the chick, the main girl,
Allison Williams.
Yeah, Allison. Thank you.
She's beautiful,
dude. She was so good in the movie with the Cheerios and stuff, or the Fruit Loops. We could do a whole video on Get Out and how awesome it is. I was actually blown away. I bumped it up from a 4.5 to a 5. I think it's a perfect movie. TS motherfucking A. I'm going with Get Out.
Yeah, and so I'll keep it easy. Someone said in the chat, be sure to stay out of Christine. Trust me, I would like to get inside Christine. However, Christine could get out of here. Because I'm going with freaking Get Out as well. Even though, here's the deal. I'm with Bradfo. Christine shot up really high on my freaking John Carpenter movie list. Definitely. And Stephen King list, too. But Get Out was so perfectly made. I'm so happy Brad told me he finally put Get Out on the golden reel because I gave it a golden reel, and it deserves it. And Jordan Peele, what a freaking debut for horror movie directing debut, or your directing debut in general, with this golden gem right here. So it's Get Out for me too.
And just to jump on the writing, how good the writing. I believe they're abducting black people, brainwashing them, and turn them into sex slaves and shit. And the dude was spot on. As ridiculous as that sounds on paper, the dude was spot on. He was spot fucking on. And it's crazy of the dynamic of how crazy it sounds on paper, but how right he actually was. It's beautiful. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I also pick Get Out too because I know TA's fucking A is watching. So.
And if you want to get inside of Christine Birdie, I think I need to hook you up with this girl from Titan. I think you guys have a lot in a lot in
rod up. Are you just about to say a lot in Cocknan?
Well, yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, just to get the puns out of the way, I like to rile up her engine, and she can take control of my stick shift. Anyway, so
all right, on to the next thing. Jesus,
yeah, on to the next thing. The alcohol's kicking in.
Good real humping.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want our OnlyFans to appear. So our next one, again, this is pretty much, in my opinion, the most disappointing seating right here, and that's A Nightmare on Elm Street being at 7. I think that's criminal, but it is what it is because of stupid math. A Nightmare on Elm Street versus Poltergeist.
Why couldn't you put Christine against
this one's Birdie? This one's on you, my friend.
Oh, well, this one's easy. Here's the deal. I got a little more respect towards Poltergeist and why people love it. But it's just, to me, when I watch Poltergeist, it's just a freaking like the most PG like horror movie that really desperately wanted to be PG-13. But this was just barely in the area where we had PG to R, because it was Gremlins that made the whole PG-13 its own rating, which I feel that's what Poltergeist needed to be. Unfortunately, it's not. Even though the whole face grabbing stuff where the face was tearing off, scary as shit. But man, give me freaking Freddy all day. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes. Chris, I fucked up the order, but Chris, you go next. We'll fix it all here in a second. You go next for this one.
And I have seen, I'm ashamed to say, on some websites on the internet, there is something out there that says Poltergeist. Okay, I'm just saying it's there if you want to. If you want to
just make a fucking pick.
But A Nightmare on Elm Street for me, which is crazy because I am not a huge fan of the Nightmare flicks. Freddy's my least favorite of the bunch. I don't care for him at all. If this had been against anything else, the other one would have won. But yeah, it's this only because Poltergeist was full of pedophilia and. You know, the girl died and all that.
They're here.
So is Nightmare on Elm Street for sure too. But hey, I'm going to go with you guys on that, and I think I'm actually next, so I'm going to fix everything. Don't worry, because I kind of skipped myself, and I made Brett go next. So I'm going to go next for this one. For the first, we got Rosemary's Baby versus You're Next, and you guys know I'm a huge fan of Rosemary's Baby. I'm going to stick with that here for winning this matchup. Now listen, dude, I love, like, it's a slow burn, psychological horror to the, Mia Farrow to the max. It's one of the better ones you'll see. Terrific. And I know it might be too slow for a lot of people, but to me, I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I'm going to go with that.
It's too slow for me because I told Brad the first time I watched this movie, I thought it was a short movie, so I started this at 1:00 in the morning.
It ain't short.
Awful idea. This time, I made sure it was my first movie I watched to start out my day, and I kind of regret that too because this movie is way too slow for me. I understand why it needed to be so to build up pretty much build up all the way up to the third act. But Rosemary's and plus you said Brad, Mia Farrow, she was terrific, and I think it was the old lady that won the like an Oscar or something for best supporting cast actress in that movie. However, Fo, You're Next is the baby that I picked for this movie, so it's definitely going to go with my girl that I love and appreciate, and that's Aaron. So I am going with the upset of You're Next.
Ooh, Chris.
First, I want to say this up front. Fuck you both for putting me last, because all the pressure is going to be on me on this one. Yeah, we're just gonna get straight to the meat of it, man. I'm sorry, Birdie. I love Rosemary's Baby, man. I think it is a great horror flick. I mean, I've loved it for a long time, even before I even knew that I like just out of being like a great movie. before I even knew that I loved horror movies, I loved Rosemary's Baby. It creeped me the fuck out. I'm sorry, man. I hate to do that to you, but you guys shat on Christine, okay, and Mandy. Well, fuck you,
Get on
fuck you guys.
Christine, okay? Like, and plus, here's the deal too. If it makes you feel any better, our 3 movies we selected for this tournament got eliminated first round.
They did. All
God
fucking
damn.
3 of them.
A lot of good that did.
All
Yeah,
right, here's
so
the
we
deal,
stuck.
man. Going on the round 2, we'll get through the sweet. Well, this is the round of 32, actually. We'll get through this.
We'll
see
quickly
where
go
we're at.
through this. Yeah, let's
Rapid
quickly
fire,
go
baby.
through
Let's
this, and then we'll let Sweet 16. We'll let the fans start voting.
So I'm going. Here's what I'm going to do. Chris, you go next. We'll start with Alien versus Carrie, and then I'll go, and then we'll be back in order because I fucked up a minute ago. So Chris, you go.
Fuck
this.
them, baby. No explanation.
Yeah.
Alien versus Carrie. Give me Carrie.
I concur. Going Carrie as well here. This shut up on my 70s list big time. Love the movie, and yeah, I'm going to go with Carrie.
Dude, here's the deal. I was going to vote for Alien, but I do not mind this at all. So our number 1 overall seed has officially gone down. So there we go. And so it might as well, like for Carrie, just give John Travolta the freaking hammer and just smash into Xenomorph.
Here's what I want to say about Carrie and John Travolta. You can't blame John Travolta. The guy was coerced
Hell
into
no.
doing. Yeah, he was coerced big time into
He
doing
was
some
just doing it
shady
for the
stuff.
B.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he did it. He did it. He was involved, but he was heavily coerced. That's all I got to say. We'll move on to Halloween versus X. I'll take this one. Halloween all day, every day. I love X. I enjoy it. It calls back to Halloween with the the fucking Don't Fear the Reaper song playing on the radio. But I'm going Halloween here.
Well, guess what, my friend? X also has Don't Fear the Reaper, but
Yeah,
you
I
can't
just
beat
said that.
freaking Donald Pleasance, though. So Halloween for me.
Yeah, it does, man. It does. I love it, dude. I love it.
3-way Halloween.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
Brady,
Yeah,
we're back to you
Halloween for
first.
me too, because 3-way Halloween is a different. You can find that on a different channel. If you don't want to look for it, I mean, it's there.
Oh my.
Chris is
gosh.
giving you guys all the channels to look for tonight, and all the different titles you can find.
So we hump
Chef's
for
kiss,
the good
baby.
reels. We hump for the
Poltergeist
good
is my
reels.
favorite.
That's it.
But we hump for the
hump
good
for-
reels, so you don't have to.
Yes,
That's
you
true.
can.
On all
So-
platforms.
So okay, our next matchup here is The Sixth Sense versus A Quiet Place, and I'm going to go Quiet Place just because. Yeah, here's the problem with The Sixth
Wait,
Sense,
did we
real
skip one?
quickly. Wait, what, Chris?
Did we skip one?
No.
Oh no, we did not. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna go with A Quiet Place over Sixth Sense, mainly for the reason that The Sixth Sense, the big freaking like one of the biggest shocking twist endings of all time. But here's the thing with those twisting endings: once you know, like the more you watch it, it kind of sometimes it goes down. But A Quiet Place, I can watch that over and over again. So Quiet Place.
Hell yeah, dude. Chris, on you.
Yeah, this is actually a tough one for me because you guys heard me say several times. If it's horror, I like something that's got a bit of heart to it. You know, the jump scares and everything are great, but it has to have some sort of narrative crux to it that can kind of pull you in and make you care about something. And both of these do that really well, actually. Oh man, this is actually fuck it. I'm hurt. I'm hurting inside. I'm struggling. I need an antacid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about this. I have heartburn. No, I'm kidding. I will say it has to be. I mean, it has to be. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna go with Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Oh, sha-la-la-la. I'm going Quiet Place here, man. Again,
Okay, cool.
for all the reasons I said earlier, I thought it was just, it builds that suspense. It's great.
Thank
And we'll just leave it at that for a minute.
I'm okay. I'm good with it. I'm 100% okay with that. That was a fucking doozy, and I'm not sure why. I felt like those were like neck and neck. Neither of them are going to win,
Rightfully so.
but it's like, yeah.
All right, Chris, this one's on you. We got Dr. Sleep versus Let the Right One In. Let the right
I like
one
these
in.
a lot. I like both of these a lot. I'll make it quick. It's Dr. Sleep for me. I fucking love Let the Right One In. It's so underrated. So many people haven't seen that. They have no idea how good it is. But Dr. Sleep is such a good flick. So it's Dr. Sleep.
I love it in here. I fucking love it. I'm going Dr. Sleep as well.
Yeah.
Again, both of these movies I think are probably somewhat underrated from a general standpoint. But yeah, Dr. Sleep for me as well.
Make it me 3. So Doctor Sleep.
Ooh, yeah, I like it.
All right.
Ewan
so-
McGregor, man, nails the role.
He's so fucking good, man. And he's ageless, dude. You see him in Train Spotting, he looks exactly the same in Dr. Sleep as he did in Train Spotting.
100%.
He's aged like 3 fucking years, right?
100%.
Asshole. It's like Paul Rudd. They're fucking ageless.
So,
All
all
right,
right.
dude.
So we're at the Bates Motel region for the second round. So
Yeah.
Chris went first. So Brad, you're up.
Let me see. Can you scroll the okay, the base stuff. All right, I see it. Second round, Psycho versus 28 Days Later. I'm going 20 Days Later. Again, for the same reasons. Psycho, I like it a lot. You know, I could respect the fuck out of it. But if I'm picking one of these movies, I'm picking 28 Days Later myself, personally. I just think it just, you know, it's more appealing to me.
Well, 28 Days Later, I'm still not watching this movie. I'm still sore about it for The Conjuring. But of all seriousness, though, Psycho all day, every day.
Oh, man, I cannot explain to you how much
Vince Vaughn Zodiac.
Oh
We're not talking about the Vince Vaughn
No.
version.
Hell no.
Come on, Daddy, you gotta get nah.
This is actually this is one of the most one-sided chats I've seen all night. Everybody except
It's either one
for-
way or the other, dude.
Everybody except for Stephen Kennedy so far is picking Psycho, I believe. Yeah, it looks
Nice.
like it. It's crazy. It's one of the most one-sided ones. But Chris, it is on you, my friend.
And see, and I hate because I'm gonna be murder balled to oblivion.
Fuck me.
Because I love Psycho over the last matchup, but man, it's like this. I saw 28 Days Later in theaters, and I fucking loved it, and I cherish that experience. So I'm going with 28 Days Later, man.
All right. That's 2-1 seeds gone down.
Number 2 is down. Number 2. So I went first that time, Brett, right?
Yes.
So
No.
you got It Fall.
No,
you
one
got It
minute.
Follows.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It Follows
Yeah,
versus
It Follows
Dawn of
versus
the Dead
Dawn of the
remake.
Dead, dude. Go ahead.
Alrighty, so 13 and a 12 seed matchup. This is very interesting, but not for much longer, folks, because I'm going to follow it. It Follows.
Ooh. All right,
So
Chris.
What's it going again?
It's It Follows versus Dawn of the Dead, the remake from.
Oh,
2000.
okay, no problem. Hey, man, I will hold Richard Cheese up all day long. So Dawn of the Dead for me, baby.
Oh, Dawn.
Ooh, Brad,
Oh,
big
Dawn.
decision.
I give
Nah,
you my
man.
all. I'm going It Follows here.
Fuck.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, no, I have
Wow.
to, man.
Suck it,
I
Shaun.
love, dude. It's Maika Monroe in this movie for me, man. I think this is when she really kind of got placed on the map, and she fucking killed it. The soundtrack, I mentioned the score earlier, briefly. I thought it was so good, and again the setting, the time setting. I mean, like you just don't know,
Hey, man, look at the chat over here, right? Everybody wanted Dawn.
dude. It
okay?
is dude. This is crazy for the second round. It's been
Oh my
way
god!
more-
I know,
The
man.
pun guy finally just got the pun.
Listen to this, man. The one-sidedness of the second round has been crazy compared to the first. Everybody's saying Dawn of the Dead, man, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm very
Well,
sorry.
I'll tell you what's not going.
How
in the
about this,
next
Joe,
round.
guys? It just dawned on me that I need to off myself tomorrow morning, okay?
Anyways, Cabin in the
fucking
Woods
hate
versus
this
Jaws.
Who starts?
Cabin in the Woods and Jaws, and I did It Follows first. So, Chris, your go.
No problem. Here we are. Jaws.
I'll go with Jaws 2 here. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I like that.
I'm actually went with the upset of Cabin in the Woods, but I kind of figured it was going to be Jaws anyway, so my pick is Jaws.
Yeah, I like Jaws here to take that matchup.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go against it. So Chris wins. So Brad, your go. Texas Chainsaw and the Devil's Rejects.
You already know I'm picking Devil's Rejects. We talked about all the reasons why earlier. Devil's Rejects is winning this matchup for me. And again, I think it's the superior crazy family in Texas movie is Devil's Rejects.
Not so fast. Texas Chainsaw 74.
Oh, don't
Really?
Don't
Really?
leave me at the end of this,
Yep,
bro.
absolutely.
Wow. I would
The
have
only
taken
thing I
you
don't
more
like
for a
about
Devil's...
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 74 is Sally.
Well, Sally's not in Devil's Rejects, man. You don't have to worry about her there. You got
Well, but
Sheriff
then I got
John Quincy.
I
Why
got freaking
fucking
Texas
Dale?
Street Fall though.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
My
man.
turn.
Here's the thing. I'll take Captain Spaulding over I'll take Leatherface all day.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you boys right now. I calls them like I sees them. Devil's Rejects, baby.
Oh my god!
Just call me a fucking whore.
We're
I
about
calls
to do
them
this
like I
bullshit.
sees them.
Well, you know what? It's fine though because Joss is going to knock it out in the next round. So I'm not.
Don't
even
you like
worried.
clowns? Aren't we fucking funny?
If I'm going to return for you, if you don't give me a good reason why you do not like clowns, I'm going to kill you and your whole fucking family.
God, dude, Sid Haig, man, R.I.P.
I know, man.
Zodiac, ride that horse, baby.
Oh,
And to think that they went ahead and made the sequel, the Three from Hell, without Sid present.
I know.
Or without
That
him
was-
being,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
that was
God. It's just-
disappointing, man.
R.I.P.
And plus, listen, man, we got to see Sid Haig's balls in the movie.
I know.
So
That's true.
it was, it's cool. It's fun.
Mm.
Hey man, he made the gumball martini, and I have made that drink, so it is worthwhile. It's good.
All right, so let's go to this next round because I just realized we have been going for 2 hours so far. So we
Oh
need
fuck it. Okay, rock and roll.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we need to get the pace here, but it's okay. We've been having a great time. But Chad, get ready because it's almost voting time. So we got 7 versus Scream. Oh, wait a minute. So let's see here. Chris picked last. If Chris picked last, then Brad. So it's my turn. I'm gonna go with the upset here.
Wait, Chris picked last?
Yeah.
Like,
Chris
last. Okay, yeah, got you.
So
All right, never mind, I'm
so
sorry.
no, it's okay. It's me first. So I'm gonna go with the upset pick here. I'm going with Scream.
All right, Chris, on you, man.
Okay, Scream verse 7-7.
7 for me too, man. Give me the fucking
Damn.
give me Detective
Thanks
Somerset
for costing
all
me
day.
$50, guys.
I
me
had
the
to do it. Listen, I
fucking
love Scream.
box.
I love Scream a lot. This is my favorite detective story ever, though, man. This is like, aside from maybe True Detective.
I'm sorry.
Shout
Chad.
out Matthew
Hey.
McConaughey.
Yep.
Brad, look at
Amen
that
to that,
chat
brother.
right now. All
I know,
those
this-
freaking hearts.
Except for Cody Snyder, though. Except for Cody Snyder. And he's
Yeah, come
excited.
on,
Look how
Cody,
pumped
let's
up-
go,
Look
Daddy.
how pumped up he is.
Let's
He's
go.
excited.
See, you broke
Fuck
Brooks'
him,
heart
dude.
right
And
there.
Rosie, look at Rosie though. Look
Oh,
at Rosie.
no.
Here's the
Okay.
thing. I love a good, dark, gritty story, man. And 7
Sorry,
does it
Brett.
better than anything. I think from a cinematic, like big screen standpoint, I think True Detective maybe does it even better. But 7 from a dark, gritty standpoint, it's top notch, it's top of the line, and that's what I love. So give me that. Give me Brad Pitt. Give me Morgan Freeman. Give me those 2 BFFs, and give me Gwyneth Paltrow in a box.
Gwyneth, baby, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go with the and Chris, what was your official? Oh wait, you picked 7 too.
yeah, absolutely.
So next round we got Ready or Not and Saw. So Chris, you're up.
Sure thing. Saw.
Saw for me too.
Fuck.
Yeah, I love Ready or Not, man, but Saw, dude, is so good. It's one of the best
You know, and
thriller
we're-
/
let's
horror
say-
movies out there. And I'm actually really intrigued by the 7 Saw matchup we have coming up in the next round now.
We were talking about, the originality of Saw and how good Saw X was and all of those things, but like the original experience of watching Saw, it can't be replicated, man. I mean, the just how gritty it was when it came out and the shock of the ending, the original shock of watching the ending of that. You can't, nothing, at least
Dude.
recently, has come out that can replicate that.
Let me tell you this. Saw and 7, which again is going to be an interesting matchup. Saw is one of the best first time watches you'll ever see. Like,
Yeah,
there's literally
agreed.
nothing like the way it opens with the two dudes in the bathroom, and just like the way the story unfolds from there. You get those clues like throughout. Like, honestly, it doesn't get better than that from a first time watch standpoint. It's one of those movies. Like, if I meet a motherfucker that hasn't seen Saw, I could watch that with them and live vicariously through them and just have a great time. It's so good.
Hey, I know you guys are excited,
Absolutely.
but let's save that talk for the Sweet 16 pick. So let's go with The Fly and Candyman.
Brett, it's my turn, right? This time?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
This is not Jason in Manhattan.
At the end in the
Oh
sewer.
my god.
Yeah. Okay. Fly versus Candy. You guys know I picked against the Fly last time. I'm going to do it again here. Candyman holds a very special place in my heart for being. I said it all before. One of the scariest movies ever. Give me Candyman. Give me Tony Todd. Man, I like that matchup.
Tony F. Todd.
Sorry, Tony F. Todd. You can fuck off. The Fly.
Fuck, man, y'all. This is the second time that I've been put in a precarious situation between these two flicks. Fuck them, Candyman, baby.
Tony fucking Todd going to the Sweet 16. I love it.
I wonder if he has Tutti fucking Fruity Candy. But anyways,
TFT, baby. Goldblum, he's
Uh,
got some other good stuff going on for him. He's not missing it. Tony F. Todd,
so
he's missing it, man.
this is going to break my heart right here. So The Shining versus The Descent.
Oh,
So
This breaks hearts either way you spin it.
it's me,
is true.
though. Hi,
Yeah, go ahead.
It's me. The only problem is me. The Shining.
Shining.
Shining for me too, unanimously. But dude, oh my gosh, if Descent would have had a better path, it would have made it to the final four.
Yeah, dude.
Easy.
This is a matchup issue. I was just about to say that because of the design. Jesus, the designing. And that's coming soon, people. The designing is on its way. The fucking Descent is a creepy motherfucker, dude. And it would have won almost any other matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm getting a refill. You boys go. I don't know whose turn is it. Is it my turn to go first?
It's Chris's go.
Okay, no problem.
You go first, Brett. You take my place this round, and we'll match it back up next round.
Okay. So I'll go.
Wait, is it my go?
Brad confused the shit out of me right there.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I'll tell you what though. I'll just.
Chris goes first. Brett, you go second, and then I'll go. And next time I'll go first. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let Brad keep.
I'll simplify it by simply saying, "How about that?"
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna join you. Whatever you're drinking. Hopefully, it's that nice Chieti. So Silence of the Lambs for me. So I know Brad's gonna pick Silence of the Lambs too. So there we go.
I don't hear him yelling from across the room, so that's probably the case.
Well,
yeah.
because there's a certain child that's sleeping, so we can't disturb. Chris, where's the baby?
Oh, she's definitely upstairs.
Where's the baby?
She's in the box.
Well, fuck me. So, well, oh,
Now
God.
we're talking,
Oh
aren't
God. Oh shit, no. So we got Evil Dead 2 and Misery here.
Well, let's get them rocking.
Chris,
I
did you
literally,
go-
LOL. She's in the box. All right. I agree with you guys. And I'll move on. I'll go first till.
And Brad,
Evil
get your
Dead-
watch ready too, because we're gonna need your watch here.
Oh, we're gonna get it, man. Evil Dead 2 versus Misery. Evil Dead 2. I'm gonna go Evil Dead 2 here.
All right, I'm gonna go with Misery.
I'm gonna go with Evil Dead 2.
Damn. Very
ED2, baby. Give me that erectile dysfunction. Wait, I already got it. Let's fucking
Twice.
rock, man. 2 times over. Fuck them.
Ooh, talk about a matchup here. What about the Fitch and Get Out? So this is going to be me here.
Okay.
My turn. I'm sorry to do this, Fitch, but it's Get Out, man.
Nice. Moving on to me, I will give it to the Vivitch. So it comes down to you, Brad.
Dude, had I not rewatched Get Out again, it would have been The Witch easy.
Damn.
But I fucking love Get Out, dude. I'm telling you, I never expected this. It's a masterpiece, dude. Give me Get Out. I love it. Give me Get
Wow.
Out. And they're both listen. Both these movies are 5 stars for me. This was a really close matchup. It still is, but Get Out is just so fucking good. I'm going to go with it.
So, all right.
And it comes down to
Fish,
rewatchability.
Same. And the last match of round 2, I think, guys, it's going to be up to you to vote. So go ahead and get your fingers ready. We're going to need you for the rest of the stream. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Holy
versus
shit!
Rosemary's
Snyder
Baby.
has not seen The Witch, buddy.
We're just going to ignore that comment.
I'm getting in the fucking car. I'm coming up to fucking. Where's he at? Ohio. I'm coming to Ohio. We're gonna watch.
We're
gonna get drunk and watch The Witch, brother. That's a fucking.
Well,
Chris is more of
Chris is more of a Code Red kind of guy, so he'll drink that, and he'll.
Well, either way, dude.
He can get jacked on that. Actually, yeah. So you guys watch it together, and y'all have fun.
Bring your naked dad and let's party. So there you go. So
naked dad
from the story earlier.
Yeah.
Naked fish sticks or whatever.
Yeah, that's not my dad. That was my buddy's dad, who is dead, but I will resurrect and bring him with me.
Yeah, so dig him up. So Nightmare on Elm Street and Rosemary's Baby, Chris.
Rosemary's Baby for me, please.
I concur with this statement, man. I think I'd go the Rosemary's Baby here for sure.
Assholes.
Rosalia's Baby is what who said that earlier? Rosie's Baby.
Rosie's
in the
Baby
chat. Oh god, who was it that said that?
Baby.
Was it who was it? God dang it. That was a good comment earlier. I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier. But yeah. Let's go with Rosemary's Baby here, man. I love it.
Fuck me running. But all right, we're at the Sweet 16.
Now
it is time for people to pick. Brad, grab your watch, because for Sweet 16 and Elite 8, we're gonna do, what would you say, Brad? 2 minutes?
Let's go. No, for the Sweet 16, let's go. Let's go a minute and a half.
Okay.
God, Dalton Kincaid is fucking killed, and I got him on the bench. All right, let's go.
I started him in sleeper, Bubby.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm really happy.
Well, we're not playing each other this week.
Let me make a trade. All right. Let's see. Let's go a minute and a half. You want to go a minute and a half?
Sure, minute and a half, and we got Carrie versus Halloween. Yes. And
hey, man,
Brad, let me know when to hit.
Let's go. Go.
Usually, I'm pretty excited if I'm permitted a minute and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, a minute and a half is a really good time frame.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but during this minute and a half, though, let's freaking.
It's longer than you might think, Birdie. It's really actually a long time. A minute and a half. It's longer than you think.
Yeah,
well,
it's a long.
Well, if you're talking about the boyfriend of Judith Myers, then yeah.
Hey, listen, man.
But I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go with Carrie on this one.
Chris, you tell me what's up, man. Next.
What we got? What is it?
Halloween versus Carrie.
Oh, it's Halloween 100%.
Yeah, definitely Halloween here. I love Carrie. It might have jumped up to my second favorite movie of the 70s from a horror standpoint. But it's not going to be Halloween for me. No, not going to happen. But you guys get to decide this one. We got another 30 seconds left for this discussion, so you guys let us know soon. And but yeah,
I could go ahead and confidently say we can end the poll.
Let's end it then. What happened?
All right, 64% Halloween.
Okay, moving
votes.
Moving on up.
All right, so let me sorry, wrong page. So Halloween goes to actually, you know what? We're proud of Halloween this time, because last year's Fright Fight Tournament, Halloween got knocked down to Sweet 16.
It did, man, but it's still alive here today.
So because it didn't have to face part 6. So next one, we got Quiet Place and Doctor Sleep. So let me get that poll ready, and Brad will let me know when to
go ahead.
Wait, hold on, not yet.
Okay.
I gotta type it in. All right, hold on. Think I'm in. Who wins? A Quiet Place.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna. You go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get these chats.
All right.
Cody Snyder said,
let me know when to hit the time.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Here we go.
Cody Snyder said, "Where's Phantasm?" That's his concern. Again, there's going to be a lot of movies left off this list because it was incredibly difficult to come up with 64 of the best horror movies of all time. There's a lot of movies that got left off this list, but
we could legitimately do a part 2.
Yeah, we could. We could do a whole part 2, part 3, part 4. Easy.
How long was the original list that we cut down? I mean, it was
over 200.
Over 200.
I think it was like 240 or something.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
and there was a lot of things we really didn't want to cut. There's so many things. Again, kind of with these tournaments, what we've been doing, we've been starting big. We're going to make them smaller as we go on. So yeah, we'll see Phantasm in there at some point for sure. But yeah, you guys, Chris, I don't know who goes first for this matchup.
It don't matter at this point since the fans are voting. So just whoever wants to speak.
I'd go Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep, yeah, for me too.
Dr. Sleep for me too. And we do need to wait a minute for the poll. So Brad, let me know when it's.
We got 20 seconds left in the poll. A Quiet Place versus Dr. Sleep. You guys let us know. You got 15 more seconds to make your vote count. And let us know and have your voice heard. I love it.
Get out there and vote, baby.
Yeah,
make
it happen. Make it happen, man. We got 5 seconds, Birdie. We got 3, 2, and 1.
Dr. Sleep.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice. I love it.
58 for 58% out of 12 votes.
Ooh, that's close. That's close.
Fucking love it, man. It's such a shame that didn't catch on more at the box office because.
Dude,
yeah,
God,
it was such a great
I sent you the script for that
Dick
Halloran movie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so fucking good. Yeah,
they canceled it, dude. There was a Halloran movie out there. We can start the next poll, and I'll tell the story.
Well, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, you just let me know when you're ready, and I'll start it, and I'll tell the story then.
All right, 28 days later, and
we're gonna be doing 28 days later versus It Follows.
All right, I'm ready when you are, Brad.
Hit it, Chewy.
All right.
So there was this whole plan that Mike Flanagan had mapped out after he did Dr. Sleep. He was going to do this whole Halloran story. And it was going to be about a young Dick Halloran starting in Derry, Maine. He has this encounter with Pennywise, and then he goes off to the army and all this shit. And it was like it was very intriguing. And dude, just what could have been? You know, they were gonna bring back the guy from Dr. Sleep to be the adult version of Dick. They were going to obviously recast. Yeah, they were gonna recast the younger version, but still. That could have been epic as fuck, but because nobody went and saw.
After
Dr.
the
Sleep,
army goes back to New Orleans and has a run-in with the True Knot.
Yes,
fights with them, and then is so exhausted that he's like, "I'm just going to go to Colorado to work at this hotel," and then kind of meets Danny at that point.
Yeah, I think
awesome.
it would have been really cool, but because nobody saw Dr. Sleep, we didn't get that. Dr. Sleep bombed, man. I don't think they profited at anything. It's very unfortunate because it was such a good movie. I thought,
so well. Yeah, great script, great acting. Fucking. I'm
not sure I understand.
Ewan McGregor killed it.
But here we got 20 Days Later versus It Follows. I think I would probably still go 28 Days Later here if it were up to me.
28
It Follows.
Oh,
right. You let me know when you're ready.
We got 3, 2, 1, and done.
13 votes, 62%, 28 days later.
All right, dude. Nice. The sweet 8. Or the 11, I should say.
And Brad, as I get this next poll ready, please address Cody's freaking awesome comment right there.
Cody said that these bracket shows are the best in his opinion, and I agree. These are the things we enjoy doing the most, man. These are so much fun.
This is the funnest shit for me.
Yeah, we have such a good time doing these, and we like your involvement in it. We like picking them as well, too, and doing the bracket. And I know everybody enjoys doing the brackets themselves, too. So we love to hear that. We like we talked about last time. We have 4 brackets we're going to do every year. One in March for the March Madness. That's where it all started. One in the summertime. One, obviously, for October, and one in December. So we'll be planning another one for December, and we're really excited about it. I love it. Next up,
and you let me know when you're ready.
Next up, let me hit that. Go ahead and go. Next up, we got Jaws versus the Devil's Rejects.
Guys in the chat, please. I'm just begging you. I'm begging you.
Here's the deal, man. I was really hoping we were going to pick until the Elite 8 because I would have gone with Devil's Rejects over Jaws. Easy.
Of course, you would.
I would.
Jaws all day, every day.
It's Rejects for me as well. Actually, between these two. I'll be honest with you. I love Jaws, but Devil's Rejects is for me is one of the most perfect horror flicks of all time, man. I mean, it's hard.
Mm-hmm. And Brandon says, I love hanging out with you guys and gals. You're all awesome, even though some of these choices hurt.
Hey, man, even between the 3 of us, we feel the same.
And then
100%.
Blu-ray says, the bracket shows are great. Hey, we love the feedback. So that and the Real Horror Awards are like our two most popular things on the channel, which I'll let you know a little sneak peek right now. The Real Horror Awards, once October ends, we will officially be down to Real Horror Award season and the editing and just getting all that organized. So guys, we're going to need your help because we have big goals and we want to reach them.
Let me tell you what, Brett. October can't end.
And I'm also going to pick Jaws.
Brett.
So fuck you.
Hold on. I was in the middle of a sentence.
Sorry.
October can't end until Halloween ends.
Of course. Oh my.
All right, time's up
Okay.
here.
Sorry. Let me go. All right. So thank the Lord.
God dang it! Don't tell me Devil's Rejects.
Even though it's close, 13 votes, 53%. Jaws.
Damn, that's really
Thank
really
you,
sad.
chat. You gave me hope again.
Yeah, Chris. I know Chris Snyder. I mean, I know you had our back. I saw that earlier. Mud Nelson's mad about it too. Fucking Jaws, man. Fucking Jaws. I bet Brett voted.
No, I did. I promise. All right, let's see here. Now we get to talk about the matchup y'all are excited about.
Yeah, we got 7 and Saul. BrettMan, I will start the time whenever you're ready for it.
Ready.
Go. Yes. Here. Oh, God dang it. I'm not sure I understand. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not sure I understand it either, dude.
Whoa. Brett, you go first this time, man.
Oh, man. Just since y'all broke my fucking heart on this one, 7 for me.
7 for me as well.
I'd have to agree.
I'll even be more honest with you. I think 7's ending is a lot more of a holy shit than the Saw one.
They're both really good. They're both really good.
7 is, probably like I saw in theaters. It had that effect. I wish that I was a little bit older and then I could have seen 7 in theaters that way. Yeah. I'm sure it would have been even more spectacular than Saw because honestly, like the cinematography, narratively speaking, 7 is much superior to Saw. I just didn't see it in theaters, but I still love it all the same.
Plus, just the freaking world building in 7 is perfection. And I know Brad's a huge fan of that world building.
Yeah.
And,
that's what we talked about in one of our very first reviews. It's so fucking grimy. Like when you see this shit, like the cinematography is so good. Like when the guy is the sloth, the guy that's been there eating himself to death. It's disgusting. That is true. Yeah. Without 7, we would not have Saw.
The knife dick. Yeah. The knife dick is like the first like epic Saw trap, dude. Like, and honestly, it is. Time is up, Birdie. Time is up.
All right. So I'm going to end the poll. 13 votes, 54%. Saw with the upset.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
I will never return to this channel again in all my days. I will never come back. Saw, are you fucking kidding me?
I love it.
We got our Saw fans, unless if Chris used his 20 accounts. So
hey, listen, I love Saw, man. I'm good with it. I love Saw. So
let me get this next one ready.
This breaks my
now
heart.
7 is one of my favorite. It's in my top 10, top 5 top 5 movies. Sorry, I should say of all time. But Saw, I'm good with that. I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
And Chris did admit he used his 17 account. So Chris, fuck you.
I'm laying down on train tracks
I'm ready.
tomorrow morning.
Just like your girl from Inception, right? All right, okay.
Hey, they lay down together, goddammit. I'm going to be laying there alone.
We got BrettMan. Are you ready for the next one?
See.
All right, go ahead. We got Candyman versus The Shining. This is a tough matchup. You guys, Chris, you go first this time. Just let me know what you're feeling.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Candyman being murdered by Jack Torrance. The Shining all day long.
I concur. Give me Jack Nicholson, if you see him out in the hedge maze. He's my boy in this matchup. As much as I love Candyman, I have to go with The Shining here. Man.
The Shining, man. The Shining is one of the greatest
That's what
movies
she said
of all time.
That's what she said. But
I would. She doesn't always say that.
But out of the two movies, which one has a naked girl in the tubby?
That is true, yeah. But here's the question. What are you doing with naked girl in the tub?
Hopefully she don't turn old as fuck.
Okay, but if she does, if she says, "Hey, if you just get in the bathtub with me,"
Well,
and take a bath,
I've only
I
came
will-
this far, so you know.
But if she says, "If you'll just take a bath with me, I'll let you go free," and you're like, "Are you taking a bath with her?" Or are you like, "I'm scared, I'm leaving"?
Or how about we make it a real party and I just use those freaking mirrors in The Shining and just say Candyman 5 times?
Hey, man, I'm laying down in the
Taking a
bath.
goddamn bath with that woman.
Yeah, now we're talking, Daddy.
In the gray water, in the gray water, Brad, in the gray water.
I'm in.
All right,
it.
we
I'm
got
get-
two.
I'm getting the damn
One
gray water.
time.
Time 13 votes, 54%, Brad. This is a close one. But it is going to be, we're going to shine on, man.
No,
Whew,
thank
that
the
is
fuck
closer
God.
than I'm excited to see what these people vote tonight. This is why I like doing the polls. Now, obviously, I don't know what you guys would prefer. You guys let us know in the comments and later on Facebook, whatever, what you guys prefer. If you guys would prefer us to finish out the shows, or if you guys like doing the polls. But I like doing the polls because
I
it's so
personally like
unpredictable.
them doing. I like
Yeah,
them
man.
deciding.
54%. Like, come on, man. Like that would have been a unanimous.
That wasn't a
three-way.
runaway. I know.
Yeah, 100%. I like it.
And listen, man, I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you now, a unanimous three-way is hard to come by.
It is. It is. I mean, honestly, I've been trying for 32 years. It doesn't work. It just doesn't do it. Okay.
I know, man. A lot of times you have two players that are gung ho and one player that's not. You know what I'm saying? And that can make all the difference.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so which one are we doing next, Birdie?
We are doing the Silence of the Lambs and Evil Dead 2 in the last region
Nice.
before the Elite 8.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. I'll start the
Ready.
timer. But we'll keep doing a minute and a half. Maybe the last 4 we'll do 2 minutes.
Ready when you are.
Hit it, Chewy.
All right, here we
And-
go.
For this matchup, I personally would go with Silence of the Lambs. Evil Dead 2 is great. I think it's run its course for this poll, though. I think I would have to go with Silence of the Lambs for this one.
Agreed, brother. I think the same thing. Evil Dead 2, a lot of fond memories. I love the flick. It's even more endearing to my heart now that we've seen it in the cave together and that we tag team that weird tranny. But I'm saying, Silence of the Lambs.
My mind wandered off for a second, and it came back real quick after.
I thought that. I wanted to bring you back to reality. Which I suppose I'm not sure if that is a derogatory term in today's world or not. And if it is, I apologize. I don't know if it is or not. But either way, it's Silence of the Lambs for me.
Put the lotion in the basket. That's all I
love
got,
it, dude.
I was
And
like,
the
whoa,
people,
fuzzy.
there's two things going on here right now. The people are loving the polls. They like the polls. So we're going to keep the polls going, man. I like it too. It excites me. I love seeing the way, how close some of these get. So I love it.
Mhm.
As long as
And
there's enough
also
people,
tell your friends in the future too, because the more votes, the better.
as long as there's enough people in the chat to do it, we're going to always do polls. I mean, 10 people plus or minus, we got to have at least 10. But tonight, you guys have been great. We got 17 people. I know there's other shows going on tonight. You guys are here, so I love it. And this chat is over, or this poll is over, Birdie.
Yeah, it is. Dude, dominant. 71%. 71% Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
like it.
nice.
I like it a lot.
I had you all scared there for a minute.
And put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Sure, you're such a great big fat woman.
Yeah, that's always my
Cookie-
favorite part. Yeah.
cookie woman?
Wait. Was she a great big fat woman? Yeah, she's a bigger girl, sir.
Oh God.
All right.
But also think about
Brad,
it.
I'm ready when you are.
Go ahead, Birdie.
Oh, Holly already
for
beat
this
me to it,
matchup,
yeah.
we got Get Out versus Rosemary's Baby. Birdie, I want to hear your opinion first on this one, man.
Well, I want to pull up Holly's comment saying, I say that when I go to Bath and Body Works, put the lotion in the breast.
I was about to say that. There's a funny TikTok that I saw the other day where it was like my wife, when she smelled the 27th lotion, they put the fucking lotion in the basket.
So Get Out and Rosemary's Baby, it's easy. It's easy what I'm going to go with, Brad. You know what I'm going to go with? Put the lotion in the basket. No, I'm just kidding. Get Out.
Oh, Chris, let's hear your opinion here, man.
Of course, for me, it's Rosemary's Baby. I don't have anything against Get Out. I just think that it's weaker than anything that it's been against, in my opinion, of course. But that's what we're against, right? Yeah, Rosemary's Baby is far superior horror film to
Vote
Get
the
Out.
opposite, Steven.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say surprisingly to me, I'm going Get Out. I think I would go Get Out here for sure because I think if I had a chance to rewatch Rosemary's Baby again this month, I maybe would have gone that direction. But Get Out to me, I was blown away with how genius the writing was, man. It's literally perfection. I know I said it earlier. I can't get over it. I think it was really good. Jordan Peele, man, looking back after rewatching it for this third time, hasn't come close to matching this kind of perfection in his next two movies.
Has Michelle ever told you the story about how we were
Time's
gonna
up,
go
Birdie.
Okay. Real quickly,
ahead, Chris.
I'll
You're
let
good.
you finish your story. The next poll here, because 14 votes, 64%. Chad, I do have a question for you. What have you all done to it, you maniacs?
Rosemary's. I love the fact that Rosemary's won that though because I love the movie. I love the fucking movie, man. I love the shit out of it. So I'm good with
so
that.
So far, that is our first 1 versus 2 seed matchup in the Elite Eight.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love it.
It's actually our only one. So
just kind of like our OnlyFans, but different.
All right, hold on. Let's see here.
Hey,
okay, and we're on to the Elite Eight. So let me change that real quick.
And can I just express my excitement that 28 Days Later is in the Elite Eight?
Assholes.
Absolutely, baby. And it deserves to be there, too. It's not a fluke that it's there. You know what I'm saying?
So let's see here. All right. We're at Halloween and Dr. Sleep. So let me get that poll going because I'm very interested where this poll is going to go.
Oh,
Halloween and Dr. Sleep? That is fucking tough, dude. God.
I'm not even going to
tough.
vote on this one.
Actually, not that tough for me, and I'll go ahead and say it, Brad, when you're ready.
Go ahead, Birdie. Elite Eight.
Not
Go 2 minutes. Let's go 2 minutes.
2 minutes, and it's honestly not that difficult, folks, because Dr. Sleep, I think, is the best horror sequel of all time. And what mainly beats it for me, because again, Halloween, I recently moved it down to a 4.5 out of 5, because again, that bitch any bracket, annoying as fuck. If they would have done any bracket that was the Daniel Harris version in that movie, even though it wouldn't have meshed well, would have moved it higher. But definitely Dr. Sleep, I think it's the best horror sequel of all time. And if we're not careful, it could be the greatest horror movie of all time by the end of tonight.
I mean, dude, I wouldn't be disappointed. Chris, let me hear what you're thinking about Dr. Sleep.
Dude, I mean, I love Dr. Sleep. This is a tough one for me. I just don't know how I pick against Halloween. As much as I love Dr. Sleep, I just don't know. I can't bring myself to pick against Halloween. We're talking about the greatest horror movie of all time. The thing that has affected me the most, that I love the most, that I cherish the most, that I go back to the most. I can't, in good conscience, pick Dr. Sleep over Halloween, even though I think it is a perfect sequel.
Here's what I'm going to say about Halloween, okay? I'm going to say this right now, right here. I think that Halloween has lost, in the general view of the horror fan, I think it's lost some popularity over the last 5 years because of the oversaturation in the market. I think once the Halloween 2018 sequel was announced, I think people started to think less cool things of Halloween. And then as that trilogy progressed, people keep saying, oh, Halloween's so overrated and stuff. I think that's because of the oversaturation we got from the last 3, 5, 4 years. I think if you would have asked this question 10 years ago, when Halloween ended with Halloween Rob Zombie Halloween 2, everybody would say Halloween 1978 without a question. But I think we've been so oversaturated with that franchise over the last few years that people are thinking it's not cool now. I still got to say Halloween 1978. I love Dr. Sleep. I absolutely loved it. I adored the story. I love it, but I have to go with Halloween 1978 here. 2 minutes has passed, Birdie.
All right.
Whenever Halloween Ends was about to come out and they redistributed like the 4 weeks that were leading up to that flick, they did in theaters, they did 78, 2018, and Halloween Kills before they released the new one. And I caught 78 in theaters, man, and it was a great fucking experience. I loved it.
So-
Dude, yeah.
I can't pick against that.
All right, so can I do this 71% right here?
Doctor
Yeah.
Sleep.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Halloween.
I was about to say, man. I love an upset. Man.
No, it
that-
wasn't even close. 71%.
Okay, cool. I like
Nice.
that. Dark. I would have been good with either one of those. I love Doctor Sleep, but man,
Oh my
we got
god,
fucking-
here's this fucking matchup.
Okay, let's go. What are we doing?
We're going to be doing who wins between 28 Days Later, which I so far called that the freaking Raising Arizona movie at the tournament.
Okay.
And
You let me know
then
when you're ready,
Jaws. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. Since I finished the last one, I'm just gonna go
Wait,
first this
you
time.
say hit play?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going against Jaws here. I like 28 Days Later here. I think it's just more unique. Jaws again. Okay, that's not fair to say. I think Jaws is obviously unique for its time.
It
but
created the summer blockbuster.
Exactly, it did. There's a lot to say about Jaws. I'm just more in the flavor of 28 Days Later myself, so I'm going to go with that.
If we're talking about horror, I mean, I think it's 28 Days Later. Like Jaws, fits the bill of a lot of this, but like out and out horror, like 28 Days Later, it's great, man, and it has all the facets of everything you want in a horror. It's a great zombie flick. It's gritty. When it came out, I mean, you look at it now and you're like, man, this video quality sucks. But in reality, when it actually came out, the filming techniques were pretty new at the time. They were filming with small cameras in a lot of weird spaces, and and it has a lot of heart to it. Like at the end of it, whenever the dad gets the shit in his eye, so there's some emotional quality to it as well. So I think 28 Days Later is fucking rock and roll, man.
Hold on. I understand now, guys. You all can't get distracted with the dig of Cillian Murphy.
Dude.
I figured it out. You dirty-minded people. That's why I was wondering why y'all kept on picking this movie. It was because of Cillian Murphy's dick.
He's
Give
got
me
a
Cillian
fucking
Dick.
hog on him.
Yeah, give me Killian Dick. I'll take it. I like that. Give me Killian Dick.
Hey, man.
This tournament is sponsored
listen,
by Good Real Humping. We hump for the good reels, so you don't have
It's Killian's dick or it's fucking Tom Brady's dick in Midsommar. That's the only two options you get. So I think that I'll take Killian's.
Hey, man.
So let me know when that poll is ready.
What can we say? The boy's got a proper thigh slapper on him. You know what I'm saying?
Or actually, Brad, I'll
can't
be
fault
honest with
him
you.
for
I
showing
can
that
go
thing
ahead
off.
and
2 minutes, Bert.
Okay, because it's 86%, 14 votes. Jaws wins.
Fuck.
Oh, 28 days
Really?
made it so far though. Elite Eight
Yeah,
for
it was
20 days.
again. I called 28 Days Later the Raising Arizona movie at the tournament.
I'm actually starting to see Saw as the 28 Days Later movie of the tournament too.
Well, you
Beaten
know what?
7?
If it upsets The Shining, it very well might be because guess
No,
what?
It can't
That's
do
our
that.
next
So help me
matchup.
fucking God. If it
And then-
does, I'm out of here, dude. Y'all are gonna finish this motherfucking show on
Well,
your
we
own.
don't need you. We got the fans. We got the fans.
We're gonna go
Hey,
2
buddy.
minutes here. 2 minutes.
I know where
Saw
you
wins.
live,
We got
Birdie.
Saw. Well, I know where sort of you live, but
I'll burn your damn Christmas gift and your house. You hear me?
Honestly,
We're
Don't
getting
murder
a
my
lot of
kid.
this.
I don't have a fucking clue where Chris lives
Brad,
now.
let me
I
know
used
when
to.
the hit play.
All right, go ahead, hit it.
And I don't have a kitten, but I am going to go with The Shining, though.
Definitely.
Saw
I'm
The
gonna go
Shining. Oh, it's
here.
The Shining. 100% all the fucking day long. If Saul wins, I'm gonna castrate myself on camera.
What? But yeah, if you castrate yourself, you can also, what's it called when you put something hot on your wound that's open and you
Cauterize.
Cauterize. Okay. You could also, if you castrate yourself, you can cauterize yourself because that's what Dr. Gordon did.
It's just a
with his
flesh
open
wound.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So
and I'll
I
be
think you can
I'll
do
be
it.
good to go. But
Yeah.
I'd hate to do that right here. I wouldn't be able to come back on the channel again because I'd just be too emotionally traumatized.
Okay.
Please God, don't do this to me.
I normally don't use the word cancel because everybody has a right to their opinion. But Ashton,
Hey man,
you don't.
that's why
like
we do the
Shining.
polls. That's why we do the polls. The polls
That's
allow these
crazy to
upsets.
me.
The polls allow these upsets.
Hey, buddy,
And
you're entitled to your
Ashton, you-
opinion, man.
But
Listen.
well, it's like your opinion, man. But Ashton, I do gotta ask a question, Fo. Was it because of the freaking dog bear pig person, the dog bear suits
What?
at the end of the movie?
Oh, The dog BJ, yeah, or the bear BJ. I'm sorry.
That was a rough
Dude.
scene. So
Chris, yeah, we'll talk about it later. I'm just curious about your opinion of the book at The Shining because I think it's really damn good. But yeah, I think yeah, Saul takes the well, this is Saul versus The Shining. It's hard to say. I still gotta go with The Shining. The performances is that much better. I think about Jack Torrance, and you also have Lee Winnell.
This would be a
combine
much
those two-
tighter battle
Yeah.
if it was 7 versus The Shining, in my opinion.
yes,
I concur.
agree.
I concur.
Yeah.
As much as I love Saul, it's Saul's my favorite James Wan movie.
and
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
Far and away, yeah.
yeah, and real quickly before we end the poll, Ashton,
done.
do you know what
The poll's done.
happens when you don't like The Shining? Do you want to know what happens?
You just made the list!
Damn it, man.
It's okay, Fo, because The Shining won 14 votes, 71%.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Now we get our first Final Four matchup, but The Shining versus Halloween.
This is the
Whoa.
toughest one of the night. This is the toughest one. This is the one I did not. This is the one I wanted to avoid. At the end of the day, for me,
Well, because it's legit Brad's 1 and 2 going up against each other.
literally, it is.
All right, so let me go ahead.
I'm going to start the timer. You let me know when you're ready, Brady.
So let's see here. Who?
Wait. Let's do Silence of the Lambs versus Rosemary Babies first.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Silence of the Lambs, lamb chops, and then Rosemary's Baby. All right, let me know, Brad.
Hit it.
Hey, Brad, quick question, Fo. Where's the baby? Because it's not going to be in the Final Four, so it's going to be Silence of the Lambs, easy.
I gotta say this, man. I think I would go Rosemary's Baby over Silence of the Lambs. I really do think I would.
What?
I think I would do it. I think Rosemary's Baby is the perfect example of a slow burn horror movie, and it doesn't get any better than that. I really don't think there's any slow burn movie that's better than Rosemary's Baby. Mia Farrow knocks it out of the park. And you talk about the movie that was made in 1963, which, again, you don't see those kinds of performances these days. Like if you go back and look at most older movies prior to 1990, you don't see these kinds of performances, but you get it from Mia Farrow in this movie. I think it's really, really solid. So I'm actually going to go with Rosemary's Baby in this one.
Cody, you
Chris?
see it. He's starting to stutter. He's very scared.
Yeah, well, I am
And I
starting
want
to stutter. It has nothing to do with the scared level, though.
I do want to mention real quick.
My man.
The Rosemary Babies director is a piece of shit. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
about
Roman
that.
we don't have to talk about
Yeah, but
Polanski.
we're not. That has nothing to do with the film that he made, right? That's just him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
like an
so
immediate
yeah, brought it
taste.
up.
Yeah. Polanski's
Chris,
a
who
piece
do you
of
pick
shit,
real
of course.
quick?
What are we talking? Are you talking about Halloween and the
No,
Shining?
Silence of the Lambs and
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, it's the or what?
Oh my god. Silence of the Lambs and Rosemary's Baby.
Lambs, yeah. I thought you
Okay.
said the Shining. I'm sorry.
The Chine. Wait, the Chine. What?
Who's
The
stuttering
Shining.
now, motherfucker?
The Shining. Okay, so it was The Shining, but it was made in China. And I'm sorry that I even brought it up. I didn't want to, but it's super scary. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, man, it's Silence of the Lambs, of course.
Chris?
Time's up.
Or-
Time's
okay,
up.
Time's up, and it's a close poll. 14 votes, 64%. The Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I
So-
can dig that.
Silence of the Lambs is the only one seed left. All right,
It's
Chris,
Ca-
we're almost done. So let's
Sorry,
see here. No, we're good. And I'm going to save this matchup. So we're going to go actually, I'm not ready for this matchup yet. So we're going to go Silence of the Lamb. Actually, let me do this real quick. There you go, where y'all can see it. Silence of the Lambs and Jaws.
All right, hit it, Chew, whenever you're ready.
All right, because I'm not ready for the other one yet. Who wins the Silence of the Lambs? And Brad, would you say 2 minutes or should we move it to 3?
Let's go 2. Let's keep 2. I think 2 is
All right.
solid.
So, I already hit play, so sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. Chris, tell me what you like here between Silence of the Lambs and Jaws.
Man, I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude. This is just becoming increasingly difficult. Oh my god.
Steven gets me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I have to go Silence of the Lambs here, man. I'm sorry, but I think Jaws has like this I love Jaws and it has this weird like hold over me, but it's also like in a weird way, if you get this or not, but it's like a seasonal, it's like Jaws is very much a summer movie, like it's in a weird way. And so that's the only way that I could sort of differentiate them. And Silence of the Lambs is more of I can equate that to anything, to any time of year.
Yeah, and Chris, actually,
I don't have to break them apart otherwise.
Yeah, but Chris, you son of a bitch, you took my excellent point of why I'm going to select Silence of the Lambs over Jaws, because Jaws, I feel like it's only just pertains to the summer. Silence of the Lambs, you can put on that bad boy at any time. And plus, just the performances of Buffalo Bill, freaking Clarice, Hannibal Lecter, and so many other characters in that movie are just so freaking phenomenal. So here's to swimming with bow-legged women, but I'm not talking about Jaws. I'm talking about Silence of the Lambs.
Dude, you could go. You can't go wrong with any of the final four. You also can't go wrong with any of the final 64. I think all these movies on this list you can't go wrong with, except for maybe Nosferatu for BrettMan. But but yeah, they're all bangers, man. And but yeah, you look at these final four: Halloween, The Shining, Silence of the Lambs, and Jaws. I mean, it literally for the best horror movies of all time. BrettMan, 2 minutes is up. I would go with Silence of the Lambs in this matchup, though.
Well, Brett, you're going to have to add an extra overtime minute right there because 14 votes, 50%.
Hey, we're the tiebreaker, though, and I think we all picked
we are the tiebreaker. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the poll. And then I went Silence of the Lambs. Brad, you went with Silence of the Lambs?
I did. And
Chris, I say
did
you
as well.
All right, so Silence of the Lambs makes it to the championship.
Yes, it does. Oh, no, not Silence of the Lambs. People are freaking out because Halloween's still in this thing. Listen, you guys voted for it. You guys voted for it.
Let's do it.
Halloween versus The Shining. This is your opportunity. If you now listen, let me know when you're ready, Brady. I'll start the timer because I got a lot to say about
I
this
am
matchup.
ready. This is going to be the biggest vote of all time.
Go ahead. Halloween versus The Shining. Okay, this is a Final Four matchup. You guys do whatever you want to do. Okay. and I know last time we've had this matchup, I think we've had this matchup before. I can't remember which bracket it was.
It was a long time ago or for something.
The conversation at the very least has come up before. I have a lot to say about this. This is my two favorite horror movies of all time. Last time I picked Halloween because of the simplicity of it. You can put it on at any point. It's an hour and a half long. It's very simple. Yes, it does have themes within it. It's got those themes. It's got that stuff. This was the time tonight. I was going to pick The Shining over Halloween tonight. I was going to do it. I was going to do it because I just think there's so much within The Shining that the Halloween doesn't have. There's so many different things going on. Stanley Kubrick had the balls to change one of my favorite movies or favorite books of all time. I would probably call it today my favorite book of all time, and change it up enough to where it doesn't even resemble the book anymore.
But it's odd, and I can't. So I haven't finished the book right now, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to add, like the book and the movie are it's weird because they're two completely different experiences of the same story.
Absolutely.
But they're both great in their own right.
They are. And Stanley Kubrick had the balls to go in and take such an iconic novel, change it around, and do what he wanted to do with it. And I appreciate it for that. You like obviously, if you think that if you're too close to the I think it's great. Halloween's not boring. Okay, Halloween is very simple. Halloween is great. It's not boring. I'm sorry, Mud. I disagree with you there. It's a very easy movie to watch. It's very quick. It's very fast paced.
Dude,
I'm taking Shining in this matchup. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of the easiest, like one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Good
the
pick.
time here has passed, Brady.
Oh, good pick. Real
But y'all
quickly,
can go first too if you want to.
The Shining for me, and Chris, what do you pick?
Yeah, Shining for me as well. Yeah.
All right, so 2-1. Even though we don't need it, 14 votes, 57%. The Shining goes down. It loses its bright. Halloween makes it to the championship.
Wow.
Oh, I thought The Shining was going to win.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
I thought
Me
so
too,
too,
Asante.
but hey,
Hey,
those
man.
Halloween
The people
fandom.
want it, baby.
So, all right, we're going to do 3 minutes for the final matchup between Halloween, Silence of the Lambs.
Fuck, man.
All right, 3 minutes, you say, Bourbon?
Pretty
What?
wild coming to these
Yeah,
two.
what is the best horror movie of all time?
All time.
Halloween.
Y'all go
and
ahead.
Halloween and the Silence of the Lambs. All right, I'm ready when you are, Brad.
Go ahead, Birdie.
3 minutes, guys. You all determine what is the best horror movie of all time. Let it be known. Because for me, if we're going to have to pick between these two, it's the Silence of the Lambs for me. Even though for my personal pick, it is The Conjuring. So what about you, Chris? Who do you think wins this matchup? And what personally do you think is the best horror movie of all time?
Now that it's come down to these two, I would choose Halloween over Silence of the Lambs given these final two. I think when I did a bracket, I think in my bracket, I think The Shining won.
Ooh, I think I did have The Shining win as well, or I had The Conjuring win, but I had The Conjuring against The Shining, and I had Dr. Sleep versus The Shining in the final four.
I think in the very end of it, it was 7 versus The Shining on one side, and it was I can't even remember what it was now on the other side, but I think I had The Shining winning the whole freight in my personal bracket.
Yeah, I think you're going to pick Halloween, and you said Halloween as your overall winner based off these two.
Yeah, my personal opinion, I think Halloween. I like Halloween more than Silence of the Lambs.
With these two, I would pick Halloween. I would have picked Shining over Silence of the Lambs, but
me too.
Well, I guess that doesn't really change much either way. The Halloween over Silence of the Lambs as well. And that's interesting because I think with my bracket, Silence of the Lambs didn't make it to the final four. I don't think so. I like the way it all turned out. It's really awesome. I loved all the different opinions come in. But yeah, if I'm Halloween versus Silence of the Lambs, I got Halloween all day.
And you say you think The Shining was going to be your favorite or if you had to pick the winner, determine, you said The Shining.
The Shining would have been my winner. Yeah, The Shining would have been my winner for sure.
That was my winner.
And The Conjuring was my beating The Shining in the finals. Because again, without that movie, I wouldn't be here today. So, Brad, how much time we got left?
We got 45 seconds left. And again, I just say this, man. I say that I think over the last few years, I think people have come to the conclusion that it's cool to be against Halloween just because I think that's just, everybody's like, oh, I'm so sick of Halloween. And it's just not cool to like Halloween anymore. But I think it's really just because of the oversaturation.
Too much of it.
Yeah, it is. And I think even for me, it's kind of come to that point. And I understand why everybody says that because I kind of feel the same way. Halloween to me has been one of the most rewatchable movies for me.
Thank you,
since
Rosie.
I was a kid. It was the scariest. It was one of the scariest movies for me as a kid. It was up there with it and Candyman. But I've seen it 6 times in the last 3 years because, every time a new Halloween movie comes out, I watch it. So I get it. I understand why, but still, I can't dispel that. It's 3 minutes is up, Brady. It's time.
Alrighty. I'm just getting all these amazing comments about thanking us for this amazing time. And guys, you all are so welcome. Just again, that this tournament was not easy to make. More importantly, it was not easy to do because it's almost, we joked with ourselves. We took on the impossible task, but you guys made it so much easier. And more importantly, you all made it so much fun. So this was so worth doing. And be
Yeah,
thinking about what y'all
absolutely.
want to do next year too, because Fright Fight is coming back in 2024.
Yeah, and we got a December fight too coming up. We haven't named it, but it's coming up. So think about it. We're probably
Yeah,
gonna do
be
Christmas
thinking.
movies this year because it's the first year. But think about it.
That's it, Daddy.
Yeah.
All
so
right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll because we're at 15 votes, Brad, and I accidentally let it go an extra minute. But you ready, Brad? 15 votes, 60%. And the winner, according to you all, the best horror movie of all time is. Actually, I can't announce it. I have to let my boy Joe Pesci announce it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I'm just kidding. It's not a piece of shit, but the winner with 60% out of 15 votes to Halloween.
Man, I'm not mad at it, man. I knew for sure you were gonna fucking.
hey, listen.
What the fuck is this piece of?
This is the
shit?
first time Halloween's won jack shit on our channel, Birdie.
So,
me just
you
go
know
ahead
what?
and
It's actually a Justice Coming vote, Brad, because Halloween got upset by Friday the 13th Part 6 last year in that tournament, and it decided to come back with a 45-year vengeance.
It did. I think it's deserved. I honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad
Me
about it
neither.
at all.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's just my
It-
personal opinion about Annie, but if we took her out of the movie, this movie's a golden reel, easy.
Yeah, and even with her in the movie, it's still a golden reel for me. I don't give a fuck. I like Annie. I actually like Annie a lot. So I'm good with it. So I'm good with it overall. It was a great tournament. A lot of good movies were in there. And again, we have another one coming in a few months. We got another tournament coming in a few months after that. They're going to keep coming. So it's going to be awesome.
You know what? And so are we.
Well, yeah. I mean, probably 3 nights a week. 3 nights a week. But
Three to four if you want to be healthy, bub. Keep yourself
That's rookie
drained and
numbers.
healthy. Hey man, you don't want to get caught in the middle of a damn zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, that's
not
right.
drained. You see what I'm saying?
That's right, Ashton. The Peacock. I forgot about that.
Yes.
The Peacock.
Oh, that comes out tonight, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the Peacock, but I'm gonna go see it in the theater tomorrow. Just
What is
so
it?
I can
What comes
support
on
this
the-
Is it
movie.
good? Does it have good reviews so far?
I heard a couple reviews. Braden, I liked his review the best so far. He says it's fine, but it could have been better.
What is it?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah. Dude, you know what? Have you guys seen the trailer? It's fucking what was that bullshit we watched in
Willy's
Middle
Wonderland.
Tennessee? Yeah, Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, whatever me and Brad watched in Willy's
Wonderland will be better.
It is a complete remake of that. I mean, it is the exact same concept, just a little bit more mainstream, I guess.
Without Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, which is, I mean, you're doomed right there, right?
Yeah.
You're doomed.
Anytime without Nicolas Cage
You're
is in your
doomed.
sentence, it's a bad sentence.
I know.
Yeah, but guys, holy crap! And plus, I'm sad that this is over, but I'm also happy because, as these gentlemen know, I had to watch all 64 of these fucking movies. So fucking
Let's be
exhausted.
fair, you didn't have to do it. You chose to do it.
I
but
did
he
it for
man.
the people.
For the
I did
people.
it for- Yeah, I was doing it, and then I was like, Brad, what did you watch? Oh, I watched this other movie, but it's not in the fucking
Yeah,
tournament.
listen, I've seen most of these
Take it
movies
off.
on the list. I'm not going to go back and
thing.
rewatch them all.
Hey,
because-
sometimes it's good to revisit.
So I didn't do that.
Yeah, show off that Taylor Swift shirt.
Yeah.
That's right. I did it for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I appreciate it. But, guys, more importantly, we appreciate everyone in the chat. Thank you for voting. Thank you for interacting. Just thank you for everything because you guys made this tournament successful. And, again, let us know what tournaments you want in the future because we're always looking for the next big tournament.
Yeah, man. We're excited for the next one.
Do you guys want us to do a top 10 where we make
sexy
best-
motherfuckers?
the best porno names of the top 10 movies of all time?
That would be a fucking fun one, actually.
I've been pushing for that for a while now. So if you guys want to see that,
If you want to do the ranking, we'll do the ranking. I'm good with the ranking.
I want us to take the top 10 movies of all time and each of us come up with a porno name for each of the movies and let's see who wins.
All right, I'm game.
All right. Hey, you know what? Jericho, you got the pen, you got the paper.
You just made the list!
Add it, baby. Add it.
So, all right. So, we'll go ahead and just end it all up the nice little bow. We have been going for 3 amazing hours. So we're going to go ahead and just end it here, but we're going to do a quick, I'm going to do a quick promotion work right here because there's one big event left for Good Real Hunting season. And then we're moving on to bigger, better things in the future for Good Real Hunting. And that is Back from the Dead, the October special. Again, this is the show that I do with Destiny, where we celebrate the horror movie anniversaries. And this is a big month. October is the biggest month, the biggest show. Brad, did you sneeze?
Something like that.
Bless you. Anyways, so yeah, and we're going to be talking about over 40 plus movies, and this is a Halloween driven stream too. So if you're a Halloween fan, we will be celebrating 4 Halloween movies of its big anniversaries they're got coming up, and also too, and I'm going to be posting this tomorrow, so be on the lookout. The official contest for Back from the Dead is going to be the Halloween Memory Contest. When I make the post on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all you got to do in the comics section is just talk about what your favorite Halloween memory is. Once you do that, you're automatically entered into a drawing for a potential $25 Amazon gift card. And Brad, Chris, you both can play as well.
You motherfucker.
We can't play.
You don't like clowns?
Oh my god!
Aren't we fucking funny?
So, yeah, and also for Back from the Dead, that is going to be a special start time on Sunday at 7:00 Eastern time. So we're looking forward to that. So guys, great tournament, and we're going to do things different. We're each going to get a last word in. So, Brad, I'll let you have the last word since one of your favorites won it. So, Chris, what is your last word?
Man, don't let the knife dick come around and bite you in the ass.
Awesome. And my last word is put the lotion in the basket.
Here's what I'm going to say. I was going to say be my victim. That's generic. Here's what I'm going to say, though. Knives can't bite.
Brad, do the thing. There we go.
No!